around. I thought Melville did play quite well. Took it to Flin Flon in the third last night. Actually outshot them 11-10, got their one big goal. But for whatever reason, just you got to play 60 minutes in this league. I don't care who you're playing, whether it's Flin Flon, whether it's Melville, Nipawin, Laurent, Notre Dame, it doesn't matter. You don't play a full 60 minutes, and it's going to be very, very difficult to win hockey games. So that was the key factor for Melville yesterday. Not their best start. We'll see what they do tonight. Of course, both these teams have lost their top offensive players. Again, we go back to loss to Carter Anderson. The Bombers are 2-0 since he moved on to the BCHL. And Drury, of course, who is leading the league in scoring, is on his way now to Brooks, a member of the Brooks Bandits. The Millionaires playing their first game without him at the helm last night. To make matters worse for them, they've lost their other leading scorer. Iagen, you might remember, he went down last night. He had that injury in the second period. Did come out and play the third, but he will not be able to go. So the Millionaires missing their two top offensive guns tonight in Drury and Iagen. And, of course, Flin Flon still trying to get by without Carter Anderson. Of course, Flin Flon's got two players as well, two pretty good players at that World Junior A Challenge as well, being coached by the Bomber bench boss Mike Reagan. They do have an exhibition game tonight. They'll officially kick off the tournament on Monday, but I could really tell in the power play in particular last night, missing the services of Cohen Semp and Luke Lepper, but certainly great opportunities for them on the international front, but guys that certainly they'll be missing for this key matchup against the Mills. You know, it's funny, we talk about the parity in the SJHL year in, year out, how good it is, and I've been covering this league for a long time, and we always talk about the parity, but I don't think it's ever been as tight as it is right now. Entering play tonight, Flin Flon's got a share of fourth place, 14-9-1, tied with Melville and Yorkton, who both have 29 points as well. The Mills are 13-10-2-1, and Yorkton in action tonight, 14-9-1 as well. So a three-way tie right now for fourth spot. All three of those teams just 1 point behind Weyburn for third and 2 points behind Battleford for second. And on the other side of the coin, you've got LaRange, Kindersley, Humboldt, all with 27 points, just 2 points behind. So literally, you can have a playoff spot tonight. You lose in regulation tonight, you could be out of the playoffs as of tomorrow. That's how tight it is from second all the way to ninth. We're looking at a total of 4 points difference between the Battleford Stars right now, who occupy second overall, and LaRange, Kindersley, and Humboldt, like we said, all with 27 points respectively. So it's a big 2 points, make no bones about it, and a game I know the Bombers really want to have, especially heading off to Battleford for a couple of key games at Access Communications Center next weekend, Friday and Saturday. So a big 2 points. Melville also needs it, as they want to try to retake sole possession of fourth place here tonight. So a big one at the Forum for sure. Bombers and Millionaires, second meeting of the year. Again, Flin Flon winning last night's game by a score of 3-1. We will take a break. We're going to come right back with your SJHL Coaches Show. Be joined by Cole McKeag, again, manning the controls for Mike, who, of course, is at the World Junior A Challenge in Camrose, along with Cohen Semp and Luke Lepper. We'll get Cole's thoughts on last night's game and a couple key factors for his team getting ready for the rematch tonight. So he joins us next. Creighton Furniture, Flin Flon Bomber Hockey, back at the one and only Whitney Forum here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
The Why Wait for Christmas event is back at Great North GM. Experience employee pricing on heavy-duty trucks. But that's not all. Get $10,000 off their 24 Yukons, Yukon XLs, Tahoes, and Suburbans, plus $500 to $3,000 off selected new units. They'll even make you a special deal. Pick a Christmas gift to get either $500, $1,000, or $1,500 cash back. You'll be saying Christmas came early at Great North GM. Check out the Why Wait for Christmas event on now, because it's always a great day at Great North GM.
Bailey Homes provides a ready-to-move home as unique as you and your family. From their expertise in the planning, the quality of the build, to the care of the move, they allow you to take the stress out of home construction. Let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. Family-owned and operated with lots of experience building and moving homes to the north. Visit Bailey-Homes.ca or call 204-903-5220.
Welcome to our SJHL Coaches Show. Cole McKeag once again manning the controls with Mike Reagan at the World Junior A Challenge. Cole, we're just chatting about last night's game here, and maybe not the prettiest of wins, but I think at the end of the day, you're looking for 2 points, especially with how tight it is, and I guess you did what you had to do to win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at the standings and, with the win last night, I think that puts us tied with Melville here with a couple games in hand. So, last night was definitely a must-win for our group. And like you said, it wasn't the prettiest win by any means, but I thought the guys held the fort down pretty good, especially in the third. And, I'd rather win a 3-1 game than like a 9-6, 9-7 game. So
8 wins in a row now, and how about the player goaltender? He's just named the SJHL goalie of the month, and when you needed him to be big last night in the third period, he was.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the big thing about Keeps is just the timely saves that he makes. Sometimes, we'll have a breakdown in the D zone, or maybe we give up an odd man rush or a breakaway, and he always seems to come up big for us. You look at last night, there was a play in the first period where they went glassing out, and one of our defensemen got caught. It ended up being a 2-on-1. They slid the puck over. Now it's a breakaway, and Keeps comes up with a huge save, and that was obviously huge for us to kind of keep our momentum there in the first period.
You lose Carter Anderson, but you bring in another big D-man in Kyle Marston. Scores in his debut. You couldn't write it up any better than that.
Yeah, I thought Kyle played really good. He's a guy that obviously hasn't played a whole lot this season. He was kind of joking around with the guys after the first period that he's played more hockey than he did the entire time he was in Victoria. So for him to get his first goal in his first game, I think that's good for him and his confidence. And I thought he played really well. He was a big body. He was tough to play against. Really good hockey IQ. I thought he made some really good subtle plays. We kind of threw him in the fire there with Leopard not being here. He was right on the penalty kill, and I thought he did a good job.
Well, he's only 18, but he did get a year of junior hockey in last year as well.
Yeah, and I think that was something that, was obviously really intriguing for us was, we didn't really want to bring in maybe another young D-man without any junior experience. And for Kyle to, like you said, have a year of junior under his belt. He's only 18, but he's definitely a veteran, on this team already. And I think the biggest thing for him, too, is, he's familiar with, a few guys on this team already with Gruner, Smitty, and Evan Bosel. So I think that's made the transition pretty smooth here in such a short period of time for him.
With Anderson leaving, that means opportunities for other guys. Ryder Ringer, 11 goals now to lead your team. He scores 2 last night. Is he underrated?
I don't know if he's underrated. I think he's a better player than what his production's been so far. Not saying he's had a bad year or anything like that, but he's been extremely good for us since, Carter hasn't been here. And the thing about Rings is, I thought he was our best player last night. You never have to question his work ethic any game, and I thought he's not the biggest guy, but he was throwing the body around quite a bit. And when your best player, your most skilled player is also throwing, bringing that physicality to his game, then there's no excuse why anyone else can't. And he plays such a big role for us. I mean, he's plays a big role in our power plays, one of our top penalty killers. He's great in the face-off circle, and he's such a well-rounded player, and definitely a leader on this team.
If Keith Gruner's the best face-off man in the league, then probably Ringer's a very close number 2. Did you hear the ratio of face-offs won by your team last night?
I know our penalty kill in the face-off circle was 14%. So, but
70% for the game.
Yeah, I would have liked it to be a bit higher on the penalty kill, but obviously when you have Keith Gruner and Ryder Ringer taking face-offs more times than not, you're probably going to start with the puck, and those are just little things that add up throughout a game. And obviously Ring and Gru have been a huge part of our success so far in this winning streak.
Yeah, they don't lose a lot of draws, that's for sure. Quickly, let's talk about the World Junior A Challenge. The Bombers will have 2 representatives in Cohen Senf and Luke Lepper. Your thoughts on those 2 guys getting this opportunity?
Yeah, it's obviously really exciting for them. They both have had really good seasons so far, and they both have definitely put in the work to be prepared for this opportunity. The last few weeks, since they knew that they were going to this camp, Senny and Leps are usually 2 of the last players off the ice in practice. They're always working on just things that they need to get better at, and for them to be representing our organization along with Mike is really good for our program, and I wish them nothing but the best.
I do have one last thing for you, Cole. I will ask you, what's the keys? What will be the keys to winning this game here tonight?
I think keeping the momentum would be a big one. Like, obviously, we got off to a really good start last night. We were out shooting them 11-1, when we scored that first goal. And then I kind of felt like with the teddy bear toss, that kind of killed our momentum, and we needed to find a way to, keep that momentum in our favor. And then in the second period, we had a lot of momentum, but just our power play at times kind of killed it. And I think just, cleaning up some things in our own end. And, I sound like a peewee coach when I say this, but just even our passes last night, like, I don't think either team was able to string together more than 2 passes in a row. And guys were forcing passes through sticks when maybe a soft chip off the wall is the play to do it. And I think just playing smarter too. Like, again, we had some pretty bad turnovers in the neutral zone in the third period in a 1-goal hockey game. So I think just managing the game better and playing smarter with and without the puck.
Sounds good to me, Cole. Good luck in the rematch here tonight.
Thanks, Hardy.
Cole McKaig sitting in for Mike Reagan here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
McDonald's is a big supporter of local sports in the north and are very happy to sponsor the Flin Flon Bomber broadcast. Check out the big value menu and items under $4. The baked muffins for $2.19, chicken stack wraps $2.79, hamburgers $2.69, the sausage McMuffin $2.79, Junior McChicken $3.29, and the cheeseburger only $2.99. Small fries for $2.49 and 2 pies $1.99. McDonald's at the Flin Flon location at Walmart, also offering curbside pickup. Download the app, collect McDonald's rewards for free food, and sit and relax in the comfort of your own vehicle and await your order. McDonald's wishes the Flin Flon Bombers lots of success in the 2024-25 season.
SJHL Coaches Show continues. Always good to see Doug Johnson back in Flin Flon here. Doug, just chatting about last night's game. Maybe a little bit of a slow start for your team, but I think a pretty good third period last night to build for tonight.
Yeah, definitely good third period, and, we need to get off the bus a little sooner than we did. Shots, I think, were 11-1, 10 minutes through the first period, and that can't happen. And credit to Flin Flon, they came out flying, and they wanted to get that teddy bear goal early, and they did. And I liked how we battled back, but we just got to start finishing some and eliminate some of the easy goals. I thought the first goal, just a turnover, bad stick, leave the slot wide open. We keep making some of the same mistakes, and it's getting frustrating, disappointing.
I thought the second goal, I don't think your goalie saw it either. It was just a quick release from the blue line. I don't think he saw it.
No, and hell of a shot. And that's one of our issues, though, is we lose a draw. We lost probably 70% of the draws in our D zone last night, and Flin Flon always has D-men that can shoot the puck, and they utilize them well. We need to make sure that our goalies can see them, and also eliminate just the easy loss draws, like the clean losses. But hopefully we'll get better at that tonight and know we have it in us.
You mentioned your goaltender, an AP from the Regina Pat Canadians last night. I thought he played really well. We chatted about this as well, Doug, before he went to air. Made the saves he had to make. He held you in there.
Oh, he gave us a chance, 100%. And when you're relying on your 17-year-old AP goalie, that's pretty bloody sad right now. And we need to have more pride in the locker room. And maybe our feelings are a little hurt because feeling sorry for ourselves because Caden Drury left. But they got to remember they're playing a team that lost their best player too, in my mind, with Carter Anderson. So just got to deal with the bumps in the road right now and make sure that we find a way to score an extra goal every night.
Jeanette's the starter. Doug, when do you expect to get him back?
He'll be back for next weekend, we hope. He's been trending in the right direction, and it was brutal. He was just goalie of the week, and everything was going well, and had a little freak accident in practice and had to miss a few games, but give some other guys some opportunity. And then we also are bringing in Ben Lorette from the SI that, we hope he's going to be as good as advertised.
Well, there's no question about it. Goaltending such a big part of the game, and sometimes you need a few games to get into rhythm.
Absolutely, and I don't think it's a secret that you guys get keeper, and all of a sudden the tables turn for the organization this year. So if you have confidence in your goaltending, it goes a huge ways, and it makes everybody a couple inches taller and a lot heavier, and just you're not gripping the stick as much on your chances because hey, it might not go in, but I don't need to score because the goalie's going to save the next one for us.
There's no question about it that keeper's been a big difference for Flin Flon for sure, and was a big factor in last night's game again in that third period. You took it to him pretty good.
Yeah, I thought the last 5 we had some real good chances. That late power play had some nice chances, and even the 6-on-5, I thought there were some chances there that we just missed. And that's hockey, and we got to fight a little harder to make sure that we eliminate the goals against, and fight a little harder to create our offense.
A lot of young guys on this team too, Doug. I mean, it's always kind of an eye-opener coming to the Whitney Forum for the first time, isn't it?
All the guys were loving it, but it's a rink, and there's more history in this rink than probably any rink in Canada that I've seen. It's a special place, but at the end of the day, it's a rink, and they've played in a boatload of rinks. It shouldn't be a factor. If guys are saying it's a factor, then they're not a junior hockey player.
Well, I think there'll be a better group here tonight. Getting back to Caden Drury, obviously a big loss, Doug. I mean, it probably comes right out of the blue, and let's face it, I know that it's a team and it's made up of 20-some players, but Anderson for Flin Flon, case in point, and Drury for you, I mean, those are tough players to replace.
Oh, you don't replace them, but you have to make sure that everybody rises up a little, 2%. If everybody gives you 2% more, 3% more, 4% more, then you replace those guys. Not externally, but internally, and it's going to give more people more minutes that they maybe weren't used to, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they develop and how they relish the opportunity.
It's got to be pretty disappointing. I really catch you off guard.
He'd been talking about it for a while, but it's disappointing to say the least. Our organization, we think we really turned a corner in the last 18 months. I know how hard our volunteers work. I know how hard our staff works. I know the character in that room, and I'm sure Mike will say the same thing. You leave those guys hanging out to dry, it's a kick in the nuts, and it's not something you ever want to see happen to those guys. The volunteers work so hard, your staff works so hard. You try and put a good product on, and then one person can, not going to derail everything, but one person can really change the makeup of the organization for maybe I'll use the term selfish reasons, and that's not what hockey's all about. That's not the way I was raised. I don't think that's the way Riggs was raised, and that's not the way the Saskatchewan in general they were raised.
The disappointing thing is you get no compensation, but I mean, he's gone on, and now these teams have to find a way to soldier through. Let's talk about the parity in the league, Doug. I mean, you've been a player in this league, you've been a long-time coach in this league, I've had a lot of success in this league. We always talk about the parity, but saying that, is this the most parity that we've ever seen? I mean, literally, you could be in third place one night and be out of the playoffs the next day.
Yeah, it's tight, and I think the tightest I remember was 18-19. That was a real tight year. We ended up winning after we won the league in 18, and then the next year we won the regular season and lost in the first round of playoffs. That's the reason. That's the year I remember. But this is real tight. Anybody can beat anybody, and it's going to make it nice. It's going to be the team that gets on a roll at the end is going to have a good chance.
Flin Flon and Melville have always had a good rivalry, but boy, these points are really big here tonight, aren't they?
100% they are, and you're not winning the league in December, but you can sure put yourself in the hole, and we got to scratch and claw for every point we can get, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. We have one of our top scorers, our top scorer now, Jaden Iogun's out again tonight, so we're missing a lot of offense, but again, guys have to step up. It's not who's out of the lineup, it's who's in, and relish these games in the Whitney.
Sounds good to me, Doug. Good to see you again. Good luck against the Bombers here tonight, and good luck to Melville down the stretch.
Thanks a lot, Hardy. Appreciate it.
There he is, Doug Johnson, 3-time SJHL Coach of the Year, and I'll tell you what, he doesn't hold back, does he?
No, not at all. No.
Obviously disappointed about losing Drury, Anderson for Flin Flon, and going to be a big storyline here. I don't want to talk about it too much, Travis, because there's still a lot of good players on both these teams in this league, but a little bit tough to stomach when you get poached and you get nothing back for compensation.
Yeah, and you know what, Doug touched on a lot of good things there, because I mean, it's more than just the players on the ice. When you look at everybody that works behind the scenes tirelessly to put the product on the ice, the volunteers and the boards and everything else, it really is. It's a thankless job. People love to do it because they want to see the success on the ice, but yeah.
And a nice rendition of the national anthem here tonight. Everything spectacular about the Whitney Forum, from the atmosphere to the history to the best-looking uniform in junior hockey to the anthem singers. The entire package is here. And you're right, I never really thought much about that point that Doug brought up. I mean, it's disappointing, obviously, to see these marquee guys leave, but you're right. A lot more than just the guys on the ice. You would know you've been a part of the board here for a number of years. So many people work so hard. They take so much pride in these teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never really thought about that angle of it, but it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, and I mean, we do something with our board where we try to get the players in at one point during one of the meetings so that they introduce themselves to the board, and the board gets introduced to put a face to the name too, right, which is very important.
Bailey Holmes coming to the game. Here we go. Paredes set for the face-off against Keith Gruner. It's Carruthers, Gruner, and Muka, the forward group, to start things off tonight. Schaefer. We'll chat with him in the opening intermission on the back end with Tanchuk and Kenny Marquardt. Back between the pipes for the Flin Flon Bombers here. Kenny Marquardt this year, 4-7-1. He's got a goals against of 2.93 and a save percentage of 892. But here's an interesting stat, Travis Rideout. Kenny Marquardt, the last 5 hockey games, a save percentage of 928.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny, when it gets down to the brass tacks, is a really good goaltender in this league, and he's had some rough starts, but for the most part, he's been very solid for the back end there.
Melville going to be going with a different goaltender. I thought the AP last night played very well. Actually, it might still be the AP there.
I think it is, yeah.
It is 35. They're going back with him. I thought they might try somebody else tonight. He played pretty well. Anyway, we're underway. Gruner's got the puck at center. He'll drop that back. Muka's shot goes wide. Brothers can't get to the front of the net. Picked up by Perini. He'll flip it back to center. This is Mounier. Moves that puck to Marston. How about a debut for him last night? Scored in his first game.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't hear Cole McKaig's comments in the pregame, but he mentioned he played more in the first period last night than he did the entire time he was in the Western Hockey League.
Yeah, no, I know, and it's one of those things where he was kind of hesitant to come, and once you get one game in the Whitney Forum, he knows he's in a good place.
Bombers will bank the puck in. That's Lees. That'll be an icing call, so a minute 5 gone. And again, I don't begrudge anybody from going to play in the Western League. I mean, I understand it's obviously a good step to get to the NHL, but I've never understood how guys will go there and play hardly. You don't develop if you're not playing.
Yeah.
And how much fun is that to sit in the stands and open the gate? You might as well be playing in a league where you're playing every night, but I guess it's a dream in the NHL, right?
No, it absolutely is, and you see how many guys never make it to that level in the NHL and just, don't mind playing in the minors the rest of their careers.
Olsen, who had the goal for Melville last night, gets a chance right off the hop here. That's knocked away. Lees will pick it up for the Bombers. He gets it to center. He'll flip the puck in. This will force Rodman back, the big Melville D-man, back of his own net. Rodman in the corner. Nice job by Lees to follow him in. There's Ringer, the big story last night, 2 goals, but he'll knock the puck down. He'll hold it in the corner for Lees. Lees back out front. Ringer can't get a shot away. There's an opportunity now for Holmes. That one got blocked. Holmes make that Smith rather pitching in here. Got the shot blocked. Melville does get it out, or no, they don't. The puck will stay in. Fired on target that time again by Smith. Rebound scooped up this time by Jewett. He'll flip the puck in deep. Smith will have to go back to get it. He'll pick up the puck back of the Bomber net over to Yakimchuk. Yakimchuk quickly gets it back to center ice. Picked up here by Piccinino. He's got a step across the line. His shot goes wide. And we got Arbery going into the goaltender. We're going to get a penalty here. Arbery for goaltender interference. Goes flying into the netminder here. So the Millionaires will go to the power play right off the hop. Again, the starting netminder, Taylor Tabishnak. The call up, the AP for the Regina Pat Canadians. So far for him on the season, he is 1-1 with a goals against of 2.02 and a save percentage. Shot bat 937. This is from an AP.
Yeah.
I think he's got a future in junior hockey.
Yeah, he started with Melville at the beginning of the year, and then they sent him back to his U18 team, and I mean, he didn't look out of place at all. To me, he should have got one of the 3 stars last night. And
well,
he played an excellent game.
We're talking about. I know Mike Slip picked stars. I can't remember who he picked.
No, another one there.
Oh, right, yeah. Anyway, you're right. He played well. He made the saves he had to make.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, he was solid there for a young guy. He played really well.
Melville on the power play here, ranked 6th in the league at 19%. Again, the Bomber penalty kill ranked 2nd best at 84.4. There's a chance there for Rothke, who's got 7 power play goals, by the way, to lead Melville in that department. That was more than even Drury had when Drury was here. Drury had just the 4 power play goals. Rothke's got 7. Zacharias, one of the top rookie scorers in the league, will poke that inside the Flin Flon zone. Puck comes out front. Look out. Banned on it that time by Takimchuk. And Gruner will get the puck out. Harkness knocked it down at center. Try to play that one back ahead. Yakubchuk will poke it back across the Melville line. There's Harkness, who logged a lot of minutes in last night's game. Throws that one back to the net, where it's picked up once again by Zacharias. Now they move it to Carlson to center. Carlson up the wing, looking for the return pass. Gets a chance, and Morcourt will make his toughest save of the game. Good give and go that time between Zacharias and Holmes. And Morcourt called upon to make a good save. Melville moves the puck up the ice very well.
Well, they move the puck up very well, and they have a lot of speed up front there. And so they get in behind the Bomber defenseman there on the penalty kill, and were able to give that nice give and go. And Kenny was able to stand up to the test there and make a save.
17:03 to go in the opening period. 1:08 to go in the power play. Joey Lees will knock this one down. He'll get a hold of it. Down the ice it goes. And Jemyas will let Bells Isles pick it up back of his own net. Bells Isles will swing the pass to Jemyas to center. He'll streak down the right side, gets around Mounier, gets the puck in deep. Marsden in there has his guy tied up. Puck is along the boards as Marsden's tied up here with the Melville forward, which is Nidis. Puck squirts out front. Ringer will get a hold of it. He'll tap it back down the ice. And 34 seconds remaining in the Melville power play. Bells Isles goes back to retrieve the puck inside his own zone. He'll flip that one back. Picked up by Jemyas, and he gets that one over, tapped back inside the Flin Flon zone by Hodge. Here's Yakubchuk. Gets a hold of it back down the ice on target. Puck kind of bounced up a little bit on Tavishtuk, but he'll make the save and hang on, and that's where Harkness will grab the puck. One last chance to the power play. Rodman trying to flip that one ahead. Knocked away at the line. It came out and back in, so they're offside. 15:57 to go, and getting back to the Melville goaltender, Tavishtuk. Obviously, Doug Johnson felt he played well last night because he goes back. But you don't see a lot of guys start back-to-back nights in the Whitney Forum.
No, and especially a guy that hasn't been with the team all year and playing at a different level. And this is not an easy building to play in as a forward or a D-man, let alone a goaltender.
Good face-off win there by Piccinino. Will force it back to the Melville line. Power play is over. We're back to 5 aside. So the Mills are 0 for 1 here tonight. They do get the puck deep inside the Flin Flon zone. As they try to dig it free, they do. That's Morrison. He's a good-looking young player as well. Wrapper out of 10. Good save there by Morcourt. Got the right pad down. Flin Flon having a tough time inside their own zone. They'll move that ahead to Cormier. Here's Cormier's backhand to center. Rodman intercepted that. Right back to Harkness. Harkness gets it ahead. And Arbery comes over and cuts his guy down. Puck rimmed around the boards. Big body check there. Big Ewan stepping into his guy, which is Morrison. And Flin Flon by far the more physical team in last night's game. They'll throw that one in deep. Hicks the D-man back. Ties up his guy. Puck leg at the side of the goal. And scooped up this time by Allard. Allard up the wing for Kidding. Marston gets back, played that back to Mounier. Mounier played that one ahead to Stitton, but he can't get it to settle down on his stick. Hits with the interception. Puck tipped right back at Flin Flon territory. Picked up here by Allard. There's a chance on target. Stick save made by Morcourt. Kenny Morcourt put sharp early. Melville out shooting Flin Flon 5-4 so far in this game on our frontline shot clock. Here comes Alexander down the right side. He'll bring it in. Cragen got a piece of him, knocked into the ice. Ewan tried to throw it back out front. Allard will poke that to Kidding, who's been out there for a long time. He'll get off for a change, and he'll flip it back to Bomber blue line. Here's Schaefer. Onside to Gruner off the tip of his stick. Puck will roll inside the Melville zone. There's Bells Isles. Bumped off the play by Alexander. Flin Flon works the blue line. Schaefer's quick chance. Knocked away that time in front. Bombers try to gobble up the rebound in the corner. The blue line it goes. Schaefer will knock it down. He'll tip it up. Picked up by Carruthers. Left point for Tadchuk. Lets that one rip. Got blocked that time courtesy of Ruffke, but he couldn't get it out. Flin Flon will hold the puck in. It's loose in front of the netminder. Picked up by Ruffke. And he'll flip the puck back to center. Good chance there for Flin Flon. Tadchuk forced back to his own line. Scoreless. 13:47 to go opening period. Schaefer forced back in his own zone. He'll throw that over the sideboards where it's picked up here by Tadchuk, still deep in Flin Flon territory. Good forecheck here by the Mills. He'll dump it up the left side. Ringer will race after it. Icing negated. He comes over and Chad knocking away from Harkness, who played that one back to Rodman. Rodman played it back in the Flin Flon zone. Ringer gets it quickly to center. Here's Ryder Ringer. Ringer up the left boards, hangs on, out front, nice pass. Joey Lee's had it go through his legs. What a great feed that time from Ryder Ringer. Held in by Cormier, looking for a lane to shoot it. Got it back to Yakubchuk. He'll fire that on target. Glove save made by Tavischuk. You know, Ryder Ringer, so many great elements to his game. Fantastic face-off guy. Brilliant penalty killer. And I'll tell you what, nobody works harder along the boards.
No, it's the hard work and the speed that's an element second class for a guy like Ryder Ringer brings to this Flin Flon Bomber Club.
13:04 to play in the opening period. Ryder Ringer had to hop over a stick back of the Melville net as the Bombers won themselves another big face-off. Here's a chance now for Cormier. Cormier takes a stick up high. Will this be 2 or will it be 4? He takes the high stick as he cut that. It's a 4-minute penalty.
4 minutes.
Big break here for the Bombers, who, by the way, are still looking for their first power play goal since Carter Anderson went to the BCHL.
Yeah, that's an element that.
Well, it doesn't help either that you don't have Luke Lepper or Cohen Semp in uniform this weekend
and
either.
that's right. But you know what? They're deep enough up front that that shouldn't be an issue even with those guys out. They're deep enough as a forward group that the power play should be clicking here. And I have a feeling tonight's going to be the night.
Pepsi power play contestant Kenny Mansell. Congratulations if the Bombers score the power play. They'll win a 12-pack of Pepsi courtesy of Arctic Beverages, their local dealer of Pepsi Cola in northern Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Mansell gets his products at Walmart. Here's Cole Tanchuk to center ice, had Lee draped all over him. Tanchuk tried to get away. Great penalty killing here by Lee, who ties him up just in front of the Melville bench. Bearwald will get it. And Gruder gets it back to center. Here's Ringer inside the Melville zone. Ringer back to Tanchuk, out front to Carruthers, back to Tanchuk, top of the left circle. Here's Ringer walking in, shoots it, and that one goes off the goalpost, I believe. Tanchuk will hold it in, back to Ringer out front. There's a chance, Gruder! Oh, big save out front that time. Tavischuk slides out, gets that left pad on that one. Ringer again, back around the boards to Carruthers, double minor penalty. Flin Flon on the power play for the first time in this game. 0 for 5 in last night's game. Carruthers out of the corner. He hangs on, throws it there for Gruner. Blue line for Ringer. This is Tanchuk. Ringer again, back out front, intercepted, but Ringer, or Tanchuk rather, holds it in. Lets that one rip, it goes up a shin pad, comes back out front. Again, the Mills can't clear. Good pressure here by the Bombers. Back of the goal it goes for Piccinino. Trying to get away from Jemyas. Jemyas will bank it off the boards. Quickly picked off the center by Tanchuk. He'll feed Ringer again. Ringer dropped it back to Gruner. Trying to come out front to Carruthers. Intercepted. Here comes Carlson. Carlson for the Millionaires. Short-handed at center. Will dump it in. 2:20 remaining in the double minor. Carlson gets the puck at the corner. Carlson out front. There's a chance. Just redirected that time by Morrison. Short-handed. Bell's Isles will keep the puck deep in the Flin Flon zone. Good penalty kill going here for the Millionaires. Puck is knocked free. Schaefer will get it back. 2:05 remaining in the double minor. 10:55 in the period. No score. Shots are 8-5 Bombers. Seitz holds the puck in at the blue line. Gets it in tight this time for Ewan. He's hit hard along the boards. Puck is picked up and then sent the length of the ice on target. Morcourt will make the save. Schaefer will grab the puck and he'll regroup from there with 1:40 to go in the double minor. Here's Schaefer. Brings the pass back to Seitz. Seitz at center will dump this one in. Racing out of his own net that time was Tavischuk. He'll play it himself ahead. Picked up here by Lee. To Olsen. Olsen cutting it. Pass out front. They had a wide open guy there. That was Zacharias, but they couldn't get it to him. 1:18 to go in the power play. Flin Flon kind of having a hard time setting up. And Tanchuk will hold on to it back in his own net. Swings the pass to Carruthers. There's a nice pass across the frame to Ringer. He'll walk in. That got blocked. Rebound picked up. Back down the ice it goes. Morcourt stops this one. Tanchuk will try again with Rothke watching him in front of that Bomber net. 55 seconds remaining in the Flin Flon power play. Here's the pass to Carruthers. Feeds it back to Ringer over top of his stick. He'll bounce it in for Piccinino. And Gruder wide open in front of the net. Puck knocked down, held in by Ringer. Ringer to the blue line to Tanchuk. He hangs on. Long shot, kicked away. Rebound, Carruthers! And that one gets thrown wide. Puck is loose out front. And Tanastuck will go down and grab it. Looks like Brothers' shot must have hit somebody in front of the net.
Yeah, the one thing from last night to tonight, I mean, there was way more opportunity on this power play than maybe half of the power plays last night the Bombers had. Aside from the goaltending, that's your best penalty killer always, is your goaltending. But Flin Flon is doing the simple things tonight. They're setting up, they're making crisp passes, good passes, try not to do too much more than they have to, and I think that was obviously addressed by Cole McKaig and interim coach there, Brett Bain, on the power play this afternoon.
Flin Flon remains on the power play. Here's Joey Lee's walking in a shot. That got blocked in front. Puck is loose and past Schaefer at the blue line. Back down the ice it goes. 23 seconds remaining in the power play. 9:14 in the period. 11-5 the shots in favor of Flin Flon. The front shot clock. Here's Seitz quickly across the Melville line. Brought that puck in deep in the corner that time. Ewan will rim it around the boards. Lee's going to pinch in. He'll knock it down. This is Joey Lee's. Along the boards, throws it in deep. Power play is about set to expire as the puck hits the side of the Melville net. Hodge after it. He gets a hold of it. And back down the ice it goes for Jewett, who's out of the penalty box. But a tough one there for Flin Flon. Wasted opportunity. A double minor, and you're right. Set things up. Couldn't get that key shot on target, though. It was either blocked or they missed the net.
Yeah, and I mean, again, some good quality scoring chances there and some nice saves by the goaltender. But, yeah, that was the thing. I think that was addressed. Better shots, not forcing the shot, and I know that the fans and the shot birds love it as much as the next guy to say shoot, but you got to get a good opportunity to get a shot off.
Absolutely. Media timeout. We'll take a break. We're still scoreless. Just under 9 minutes to go in the opening period. This is Great Furniture Bomber Hockey right here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Drill down into a career in mining with the University College of the North. UCN is named a key partner in Manitoba's mining strategy. Our mining readiness program is designed to teach you the essential skills and know-how needed to thrive in the mining industry. Experience a mix of in-classroom and hands-on learning, including virtual reality. Learn more and apply at ucn.ca. UCN. Here you can.
University College of the North, sa kinutigis kinomagay nao, ay kantopatin nao, ucn.ca, UCN Egutagay, Kari-Hispanyo.
Gourmet Pizza is back at Chicken Chef. Yes, it's the triumphant return of full flavor. Enjoy the house-made meat sauce on the meatballer pizza. Spice things up with the Thai chicken. Balance sweet and spicy with the Hawaiian, or keep it classy with Chicken Chef's Italian classic CC's Margarita Pizza with their signature dough. Let your taste buds lead you with the Gourmet Pizza menu at Chicken Chef, where it always feels like home.
Big body check there. Flin Flon throwing the lumber again. Now Alexander, what do you expect? When he's out there, he always hits hard. Mounier will get the puck at center. He'll throw the puck across the Melville line, and he ends up running into one of the Millionaires that time, which I believe was Bell's Isles. Flin Flon holds it. And Getty scores! Top of the slot! Melville couldn't clear the puck out there, Travis. Couple big body checks. Maybe they're feeling a little bit, don't like taking the hit, little squeamish maybe. Comes right back up front, but what a shot by Stinton. Boy, that guy can label the puck, and he did. Top shelf, and you can see the disappointment on Doug Johnson's face because that's a puck that Melville should have got out of the zone.
Well, and this line, that's their forte. Alexander, Stinton, and they had Arbery out there, but usually it's Ewan. That game against Yorkton was one of the best games that line has played. Bang and crash, generate chances off the forecheck. That's what happened there.
Stinton's third of the season. Boy, he doesn't score ordinary goals. They're usually pretty nice, and that was a beautiful shot up top that time. Kachuk will try to get that puck out. He does. It comes back to center. Puck is set in. Morcourt will glove it, leave it back of the goal here for Yakupchuk. Yakupchuk to Smith. He ran into trouble. Puck takes a funny hawk. Comes right from the Bomber net, but Morcourt gets his glove on it. Flin Flon still can't clear it. Hits a leg, stays in. Morrison after it. Turnover by the Bombers in their own zone. They get it out front to Kidding, but he can't get the shot away. Buka will get it back to center. Drops that one back to Smith. Nice pass out front. Gruder, the one-timer. Great save by Tavistock. I'll tell you what, it didn't look pretty coming outside the zone, but when they got it down the ice, that's a heck of a chance there by Keith Gruner.
Yeah, a nice feed by the rookie D-man there, Wiley Smith. Fed it over there, one-timer Gruner. Great opportunity, but turned aside there by the Melville goaltending.
He's good, Tavistock, no doubt about it. Shots are 14-7 Flin Flon. The front line shot clock, they lead at 1-0. A goal here by Stinton. Here's Tanchuk. Off the board, puck comes right back out front. Picked up here by Carlson for the Millionaires. He throws it back to center to Zacharias, but intercepted by Schaefer. He'll fire it back in. Hicks, the D-man, trying to get away from Cormier. Up the boards here to Carlson. Carlson will play that one just outside the zone. Schaefer intercepted it and hit Ringer offside. And they'll blow that one down here with 7:02 to go in the opening period. But I find Flin Flon always a lot better team when they get that first goal.
Oh, absolutely. They're playing, and that was like the issues down at the beginning part of the season there, when they weren't scoring and they're behind a lot. Sticks were getting held a little tighter, and that it was obvious that the pressure was on them, especially after last season, coming back after last season.
Alexander and Mounier, by the way, the assists on the opening goal by Stinton, his third icing against the Mills. We'll get a face-off back inside Melville territory. It'll be the right of the young netminder Tavistock, the Regina Pat Canadian. I don't know if he's in Melville to stay for the rest of the year or not. Their number one goalie is hurt. So until he gets back, but I know they just brought in a goalie from the SIJHL as well, so it'll be really interesting to see
Thunder baby.
How that all kind of works out. Here's Tanchuk trying to come back out front. Hicks stopped that one. Ringer's got it in the corner. Ringer, good work along the boards as per usual. Gets it back to blue line, back out front. Backhander out front, Lees in the direction of Cormier. Cormier trying to get set. Picked off in the corner. Mills can't clear. Good work by the Bombers along the boards again. Ryder Ringer in particular. Nobody can take the puck away from. Blue line, Tanchuk shot right on. Kicked away that time by Tavistock. And the Millionaires will eventually get the rebound down the ice. Schaefer better hurry. Carlson actually caught him. Out front, Tallard, and he just ripped it wide. Great hustle there by Carlson. Almost tied up the hockey game. Tanchuk back of his own net. Looking a little bit tired out here again. Might be out there too long. Or maybe shake it up a little bit. Maybe block the shot. I'm not sure. Puck is inside the Flin Flon zone. Allard had that good chance moments ago. Throws it in deep. Rothke in there as well. There's Kidding throwing a body check. Picked up here by Piccinino and the Bombers. He'll backhand it back to Lees to center. Lees gets a hold of it. He'll dump it in. Out of his own net is Tavistock. He stops at the corner. Feeds that one ahead to center. Intercepted that time by Marsden as he throws it. Marsden takes a spear to the ribs here. We might be getting another big penalty here against Melville. Looked like Marsden was speared. Mounier wants a piece of Lee here. This could be more than 2 minutes, I'm thinking. It's a spearing penalty.
Yeah. Looks like it's double minor, I believe, 4 minutes.
It's got to be at least 4, right?
Yeah.
He definitely speared him. He went down really hard in front of that Bomber bench. So another opportunity here on the power play, Travis. You can't let these ones slip you by.
No, that's right. And again, like you alluded to there, they're up by a goal. The pressure's off to get that first goal, carry this lead. The one thing from tonight compared to last night, I think that teddy bear toss really took out the wind of the players. They were up, and then the momentum swing wasn't there, and it kind of just lulled them. And unfortunately, that's how the game went there for a bit.
Larry Willerton is our next Pepsi Power Play contestant. Gets his products at Walmart. Good luck to good old Larry Willerton.
Junior?
No, senior.
Oh, okay.
Big lister, doesn't miss a game. Former Flin Flon firefighter, by the way. Giving a lot back to the community. He loves listening to these Bomber broadcasts on the radio. We love having Larry in the audience. Gruner back in the net. Maybe Junior's listening in Medicine Hat. I'm not sure. Here's Tanchuk from the blue line. Shot right on. Kicked out that time by Tavistock. And the rebound is set back down the ice. Kenny Marquardt will stop this back of that Flin Flon on the power play for 3.5 minutes. The double minor for spearing. Handed out here to Jackson Lee. Ringer across the line. What a move that was. Ringer gets in tight, but he can't get the shot away. Crothers tried to come back to blue line, but that'll redirect outside the zone. Tanchuk back there to get it at center. Flipped it back to Piccinino. Here's Tanchuk. Off the left side, Piccinino across the line. Dropped it back to Ringer. Feeds it out front, Carruthers. Gruner back to Carruthers. Township at the line. Feeds it out front to Ringer. Nice pass, Carruthers, and he ripped it over top of the net. And it looks like to me they're setting up the exact same power play when Anderson was here, where they're going with Carruthers kind of the same spot, getting a lot of opportunities, but the last couple of games, he's having a tough time hitting the net. The passes are all there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got a good shot.
He does, absolutely.
He's got a major shot, that's for sure.
Hit the post last night.
Yeah, he ringed one off the iron there last night, and it's only a matter of time again.
So 3:05 to go in the double minor. Strikes the blue line, shoots that one out front. Oh, Lee's almost topped that one in. Again, it was right there on his stick. He just missed it. Ewan back of the net. Ewan works it out front. Nice job, Jet scores! Cormier on the power play. Great work by Ewan in behind the net. Congratulations, Larry Willerton. He's won himself a 12-pack of Pepsi. The good news is there's still going to be another 2 minutes to work with on the power play because they still had time on that first opportunity.
Yeah, it was the play started with Joey Lees there, keeping that puck in, rimming it around the net there to the Bomber defenseman. Put it back to Ewan behind the net. Nice pass out to Cormier in front. Excellent goal on the power play.
Cormier's 9th of the season. That's his 7th on the power play. What a play by Ewan to feed it to him from behind the net. And Flin Flon back and misses 2-0. They're on the Sharks again. Ewan after the backhand. He'll fire that one wide. Carlson off the board, back down the ice. And Morcourt will stop this. Schaefer will grab it. 1:40 to go in the power play. And just under 4 minutes remaining here in the opening period. A 2-0 Flin Flon lead. Here's Joey Lees. Tapping it in for Cormier. Cormier to Ewan. Ewan has it back in the goal. Kind of lost his footing back there. Hicks has got him tied up. Flin Flon work around the boards to Lees. Works it back to Schaefer. Here's a quick chance shot. Blocked in front. And the puck is then picked up and fired off the boards that time by the Millionaires' Morrison. So Schaefer will go back to get it. 1:09 to go in the power play. 3.5 to go in the period. 2-0 Flin Flon. 18-7 the shots on the front line shot clock. Brothers sends that in back for Ringer. Ringer in the corner. He'll hang on to it. In the corner here for Piccinino. Brothers worked it free. It's an Atancic in the blue line. He'll flip it off the glass back inside the zone. Puck back in the Melville net. Piccinino back out front to Ringer. Ringer knocked it down. He'll hold it in. Throws it back to blue line. Atancic out front. Brothers with some room. Fanned on it. And he'll make its way to the front of the Melville net. Grabbed by Tavistock. And he'll hang on. But the power play setting up very well. And they do have a power play goal here tonight.
Yeah, they do. And like I said, well, you talked on it there with Luke Lepper being out of the lineup here at the Canada West camp. They have Tanchuk back there, and Tanny's doing what he can back there as far as quarterback in the power play, making nice passes, and he set up Carruthers on that one there.
Just under 3 minutes to go in the period. Here's Gruner in the corner. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Puck is picked up and fired down the ice that time by Perini. And the puck is stopped back of the goal here by Morcourt. Township back to get it. Feeds the pass over to Ringer. That'll go off his stick up with the Bomber bench. They'll blow that down with 2:37 to go. But kind of got the monkey out the back with a big power play goal here in the opening period.
Yeah, no, they've executed the power play like they're supposed to. Simple. Coach Reagan likes it simple, and that's what they've done. They got some good shots off and some good looks.
Face off outside the Bomber blue line. Gruner will flip this one back here to Ringer. Ringer back to Gruner. 13 seconds to go. He's across the Melville line. Throws it back to blue line. Took a shot right on, kicked away. Big rebound. Carruthers comes over to grab that. Back out front. Here's Gruner, a chance. Oh, what a save that was by Tavistock. His best of the night. I thought Gruner had that low blocker corner labeled. Tavistock kind of looked a little bit behind him, Travis, but that's a nice save.
Yeah, no, great save there. And Gruner's a little snake bit here the last two games. He had an excellent opportunity to open net there last night. And another one there on the power play. Unfortunately, Melville goaltender equal to the task.
Back to 5 aside as the double minor has expired, but Flin Flon did get a power play goal. They're 1 for 3 tonight and lead this game 2-0. Out shooting the Mills 20-7 on the front line shot clock here in the opening period. Here comes Allard for the Mills. Back to center, partially broken up. Stitton, who got the first goal tonight. He's got the puck for Flin Flon. He'll make his way back the other way. He'll throw that puck in deep. Grab back of the goal that time by the Mills, but they can't clear. Chance in front. Here's Arbery. Shot right on target. Rebound. Charging in front of the goal that time was Alexander. And now Jewett. We got a major pileup happening here. Back of that Melville net. The Mills did not like the Bombers getting in that tight on the goaltender. But holy cow. Seeing a lot of action here. And a major dust-up in front of that Flin Flon Bomber net.
Yeah, last night there was, the goaltender played excellent last night, but there was a lot of shots in the crest. He was able to swallow up lots of rebounds last night. I don't think he was contested as much, and obviously Arbery going to the net, that's what you want to see when it comes to a goaltender like this, young, able to corral the rebounds wherever he can, but you want to get traffic. You got to take the eyes away.
Arbery and Jewett going at each other as they make their way to the penalty box. Doug Johnson not happy about something as he's screaming at the referee. 1:48 to go in the opening period. 2-0 Flin Flon leads it, and the Bombers are getting a lot of good looks in this first period.
Yeah, I think what
really could be more than 2-0.
No, absolutely, and I think what Doug is concerned about is Arbery had that goaltender interference right off the hop, right? So another goaltender interaction. So I think that's something that he wants the referee to watch for, right?
Ringer against Aller, face-off deep in the middle zone to the right of the netminder, Tavistock, who's been the story of this game again from Melville tonight. They've tested him 21 times here in this opening period. Here's Tamchuk back of the goal. Tamchuk tried to walk out front, got a shot away. That goes off Tavistock's left shoulder. Ringer will grab the rebound. Feeds it back out to Schaefer. Schaefer with some room. Walked in, fired that one. Stick save made again by Tavistock. Flin Flon really getting to the front of the net very well here in this opening period. Here's Kidding for the Mills back the other way. He'll hang on, shoots that one, didn't miss by much. Puck laying on the back of the Bomber net. Schaefer will get it free. We're down to 1:13 remaining in the first period. Ringer will chip that back to center. Rothke comes back to get it. Plays that one back over to Bells Isles. Back to Rothke. Rothke a good move at center. Rothke across the Bomber line. Hangs on. Shoots it. Save made by Marquardt. Rebound knocked down in front. Here's Ringer. Ringer quickly to center. Feeds it back to Carruthers. Carruthers had the toe drag. Just about had it. Yakimchuk at the blue line. Hangs on. Shoots it. Carruthers with the redirection. But again, Tavistock is there. And I'll tell you what, I don't think anybody's waiting for this horn to go off more than him. He needs a break. He's been busy.
Yeah, and I mean, we touched on it earlier when the Teddy Bear goal there last night, they were leading 8-1 in shots or 9-1 in shots at that time. And obviously that right now, without that, the pedal's been kept down.
24-7 is the shots in favor of Flin Flon. Rothke to Bells Isles. He's across the Bomber line. He'll hang on. He tried to slide that back out front. Saying that Melville just so one shot away from getting right back in the hockey game, so their goaltender's keeping him in it. Here's Rothke. Back to center. Stops. Ooh, thought he had Mounier beat, but Mounier knocked it down. Rothke shake it up. Here's a chance for Flin Flon the other way. Gruder stops and shoots it, and that one kicked away again by Tavistock. Yakimchuk will hold it in. Bells Isles grabbed it, the side of his own net. He'll hang on to it. Now he'll get rid of it. Puck is picked up this time by Harkness. Harkness to center, gets a hold of it, sends it inside the Flin Flon zone. Marquardt will knock that down, and that's going to do it for the opening 20 minutes here tonight, Travis. And pretty good opening period here for Flin Flon.
Yeah, excellent first period there for the Bombers. Got that first goal, got the pressure out, got a power play goal, everything that you want in a good first period there, and they kept the pedal going, like I said. And when Kenny's had to stand up, he's made some good saves and been in a good position there. Puck's just missing a couple nets, but for the most part, excellent first period for the Flin Flon Bombers.
Yeah, anytime you can fire 25 shots in a period, you got to be, and again on those 25, we're not talking a lot of dumpings, a lot of perimeter shots.
Yeah.
A lot of them are really getting tight. I'll tell you what, that Tavistock, what an opening period here for him. He looks like he's going to have a nice, bright future in junior hockey.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think that's why Doug Johnson has him up right now. I know they have some veteran backing up right now, but like you said, their their starters out with an injury, and they got some players coming in, but he's done everything he can for two big games in the Whitney Forum.
So it's 2-0 Flin Flon after one. I think we got a mini kids hockey hockey game coming on out here.
Yeah, and we got former Bomber Ryan Fox leading the way there.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Didn't notice him with all that facial hair.
Oh, no, that's Dan Hotel.
Oh, are you sure that's Dan?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you're there. You're right. There's Ryan over there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll take a break. The opening intermission coming up here for the North of 53 Consumers Co-op. We'll come back, flashback the first period scoring summary. And, of course, we'll have our Flin Flon Bomber player profile. Nathan Schaefer going to join us from Detroit, Michigan here tonight. And the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard and, of course, a lot of other fun stuff. But a 2-0 lead. So far, so good for the Bombers here tonight on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
When you're looking to entertain, go to the North of 53 Co-op first. From deli trays, veggie platters, cheese plates, you name it, the Co-op not only has what you need, but what you want. Plus everything pre-made from the exotic to the classic, so you can be the great guest or heroic host. All this Christmas season at the North of 53 Co-op, you're at home there.
It's Mrs. Claus again. It's tough shopping for the big guy at Christmas, and I'm sure it's the same for you when you're looking for the right gift for your Mr. or Mrs. So here's my advice. Go to Creighton Furniture. You may not be able to choose the right appliance or sofa love seat without the fear of choosing the wrong features or design, but you don't have to worry. At Creighton Furniture, you can look around, get ideas, and then buy a gift certificate so you can pick the right gift together in January. Creighton Furniture. It should be at the top of your nice list.
Welcome back to Whitney Forum. Rob Hart, Travis Ryder. We got two mini hockey games happening out here tonight, Travis. But let's recap that period that was for the Flin Flon Bombers. I'll tell you what, they were flying all over the place. They get rewarded not once but twice. What a year it's been for Wyatt Stetton, who's come back since that 7-game suspension. Has now scored 2 goals in his last 3 hockey games, and we're talking pretty nice goals.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a nice shot there. One-timer right in the slot.
Melville couldn't clear the puck out. Again, you throw a couple big body checks. Guys are feeling a little bit pressure, feeling a little bit squeamish. Gave the Bombers some extra room, allowing to get, because Stinton skated to the top of the hash mark there, and he skated in untouched, and all the play came along the boards where the big body checks happened, so they kind of backed down a little bit. And Stinton got up to the top hash mark, got a good shot away, and able to beat Tavistock with his 3rd of the year. Alexander and Mounier. Yeah. The assist on that one, 11:51. Then Flin Flon does get worded on the power play. Their second double minor of the game. Cormier, who's been devastating on the power play this year. 9 goals total, 7 via the power play. Ewan, the great work behind the net. Joey Lees gets a second assist on that one, but Cormier gets out front, and low blocker side, goal scorer's goal.
Yeah, no, and both goals were kind of the same. It was a good forecheck, keep the puck in deep. With Stinton's goal, it was along the wall deep. With Cormier's, it was Ewan down low, and nice both passes out front, both one-timers, glove side.
So there you have it. Cormier's 9th from Ewan and Lees at 15:40. Shots all Flin Flon 25-8 in that opening period. The Bombers 1 for 3 on the power play. Melville 0 for 1, and real undisciplined penalty by Melville that led to that goal. You shouldn't be spearing a guy.
No, absolutely not. No, those are penalties that any coach would pull their hair out, but someone like Doug Johnson definitely wouldn't be happy about a penalty like that.
Saying that, it's a 2-0 lead for Flin Flon, but Melville again just one shot away from getting right back in this game. That's what good goaltending can do.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely, like you said, it definitely could be way worse than 2-0 here right now, because they weren't just fluff shots. They were good opportunities, great shots in tight, and but like last night, lots of rebounds were swallowed up and covered up, and that's
Melville's actually blocked some shots too.
No, absolutely. 2 or 3 good ones on the power play there, both double minors.
Well, I go back to that one save he made on Gruner. I mean, that's a heck of a shot. He made a good save on him. Yeah. He's robbed Carruthers a couple of times.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
So he's done his job. He's kept his team in it. So full marks to the young goaltender once again. Tabor Tavistock, very busy. I'd be interested to talk about the game and say it's 25 shots the most you ever faced in a hockey game in one period.
Yeah.
It'd be tough to top that, wouldn't it?
Well, a long time ago when I played for the Canadians in the Adam League, I would average 37 shots a period.
I'm thinking you probably had guys like Chris Bordis that never knew where their own zone was.
No, there was guys like that for sure. That you know what? Well, I'd have to reintroduce myself to them after the game, right?
I'm thinking that honestly, was Bord ever at his own end?
I don't know. I no comment.
Well, you'd say yes if he was, so that pretty much answers it. But guys, good offensive guys, but hockey's a two-way game.
That's right, absolutely.
You got to play defense as well. But anyway, Bombers in front here by a score of 2-0. That is the score after one. When the Bombers lead after one period of play this year, 8-1. When Melville trails after one period of play this year, 4-5-1. But again, saying that it's a 2-goal deficit. I expect Melville to come out and put their foot to the metal here for the first 5 minutes. I think that'll be the turning point for them, how they respond for the first 5 minutes of this second period.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Games, lots of times, won and lost in the first bit of the first period, or the period, first 5 minutes, beginning or end. And yeah, that's definitely what you got to do. They got a lot of ice out there. It's 4-on-4. You want to, show a pulse. You want to make a big hit, or you want to get a goal right off the hop just to show the Flin Flon Bombers that you're actually in this game.
So we got these mini games going on out here.
Yeah.
You got a kid laying down. How do you ever score a goal? Like, there's absolutely no room to shoot here. I mean, when you're on your knees like this, we're going to decide the kid's got a breakaway here. Well, I don't know how you score a goal on these mini nets.
Oh, I know. It's
if you can score on a mini net like that, you can probably score anywhere, I guess.
Right, absolutely. Teaches them to shoot, right?
Absolutely. Anyway, the kids out here, this would be, what's this age group called again? Is this like U5? What is this?
Yeah, it's the Timbits group. I think it's U5, yeah.
Anyway, they're having a great time out here. They get to come to center ice and do a little bit of a celebration.
Yeah, the old Bomber celebration, 6 in the middle.
And the kids having a great time. That's what it's all about, this great game from the grassroots level all the way up, of course, to junior and beyond, if you're fortunate enough to play at that high of a level. We'll take a break. First intermission show for the Co-op continues. Going to be joined by Nathan Schaefer. He'll be our Creighton Pizza player profile, of course, from Detroit, Michigan, and enjoying his first year in the SJHL, in particular here in Flin Flon. We'll get his comments momentarily once again right here on 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Every day, you're confronted with choices. Snooze or not snooze.
No, I believe that played earlier.
Walk or run. With every choice, you decide whether you're the kind to coast through life surviving or grab life by the horns and thrive. Jack Links is here to power the thrivers. Arctic Beverages is proud to supply Jack Links to those thrivers because Jack Links protein isn't just a snacking decision, it's a statement about the type of person you really are. Arctic Beverages for the thrivers. So the kids are at their friend's house. The dog's asleep. The nosy neighbors are down south. Let's do it. We're getting Creighton's Pizza. With everybody around, we fight for the last slice and always lose. We want pizza how we want it. Plus your one-stop shop for favorites like fried chicken, Greek, Chinese, burgers, and the new baked ravioli. This time call 688-2080 for Creighton's Pizza. Fight for the last slice and win.
Welcome to our first intermission, our Creighton Pizza player profile. Nathan Schaefer will join us all the way from Detroit, Michigan. That's a long way between Detroit and Flin Flon.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a drive, but it's been great up here so far.
Tell me, how did you become a Bomber? How did it work out? How did you wind up in northern Manitoba?
About 2 years ago, I was at a Green Bay Gamblers camp, and Cole McKegg, the assistant coach, saw me play. That was the first time they saw me. And then I actually signed with the Bulldogs of the BCHL this year. I got cut right before the deadline, and Flin Flon was interested, so I made the move, and I've loved it ever since.
So I guess Flin Flon's kind of been in the cards for you for a while then.
Yeah, my agent told me about it a couple years back, and I love the idea of it, the small town, the fans, all of it, and it's been a great decision.
Well, Detroit's a great hockey town, so is Flin Flon. Did you notice that the first time you walked to the Whitney Forum?
Yeah, I couldn't. My first game here, I couldn't believe the fan base they show out every game, and it just gets the team pumped. It's a great atmosphere to play in.
Team's playing well. I mean, 8 straight wins. Let's start with last night's game. Your thoughts on how your team played last night. Your overall thoughts on the 3-1 win against Melville here last night.
Yeah, I thought we showed resilience. I don't think we played our greatest neatest, cleanest game, but I thought we found a way to win, and that's what good teams do.
And this is just me, and I mean, I'm up at the booth. I mean, I'm not on the ice or playing. I thought the game lacked a little bit of intensity last night.
Yeah, I agree. I think part of that has to do with they had a 7-hour bus ride up and whatnot. Yeah, I thought the game took a little bit of a slow start. I thought we dominated, and then as it went on, I think they warmed up. It became a little bit more competitive of a game.
Well, I tell you what, they worked really hard in the third period.
Yeah, they did. They did work really hard. I mean, they kind of had to there. But, yeah, it was a good team win for sure.
A lot of different twists and turns with this team. I mean, when you first arrived, the team was really struggling to score. Have finally kind of found their niche, so to speak, with 8 straight victories. Then you lose Carter Anderson, your top scorer. Talk about that. Were you surprised? How did it kind of throw you for a loop personally?
Yeah, I mean, it threw me for a loop a little bit. I was new to the team, so I didn't really know what was going on at what point. But I think it was kind of a turnaround point for us to show the league that we could still score without him. And I think everyone stick to the script, and that's what good teams do. And it's been working out for us, so we got to keep it up.
When you get the news of when that's happening, does it kind of change things up in the locker room a little bit? Are guys a little bit different for the first little while?
Yeah, it was a little bit upsetting at first, but the team kind of used it as like a stepping point and kind of like a chip on our shoulder. And I don't think it bothered us too much. I mean, we wish him well and whatnot, but we're a good team without him.
Well, you know a lot about the VCHL. You played there as well. I'm going to ask, what's the biggest difference playing in the VCHL and the SJHL?
The physicality, 100%. This league's a lot more physical. I noticed it my first game here, and I like it, though. It's a lot more competitive of a league, I think, throughout from first team to last team.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here. You answer honestly. Is the VCHL overrated, and is the SJHL underrated?
I don't say the BCHL is overrated. There's a lot of great skill. I do think the SJ is very underrated. I think it competes with mid-tier, even some high-tier BCHL teams. I think it competes with the Null. And, yeah, I think it was a great decision for me to come here. It's a great league.
Well, and I agree. And I mean, and the thing I like about the SJHL is the nostalgia. You got places like Larage. You got places like every place is unique in its own way.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's been really cool kind of going around Saskatchewan and seeing all these small towns. You don't see that stuff in Detroit, Michigan. So, yeah, it's been a great experience so far.
So growing up in Detroit, playing, I guess most of your minor hockey there, did you ever have a chance to come to Canada?
Yeah, I did the Pee Wee Quebec tournament when I was 11 or 12, and that was the first time, far, far away from home. I did the billet for about a week, and it was really cool to see that. And then from there, we went to Toronto a million times, it feels like, and we made a trip out to Calgary, Alberta last year for the Circle K Classic. And yeah, I've had my fair share of Canadian road trips for sure.
Well, let's face it, you're really going to taste the Canada coming up here.
Yeah, this is a different Canada for sure, but I love it so far, and yeah, it's been great.
And let's face it, a guy like you, I mean, who wouldn't want to play in a hockey environment like this?
Yeah, no, 100%. There's something about the environment. I mean, I still get chills every game listening to the anthem and whatnot, and yeah, it's awesome. I love the atmosphere here.
Talking to a few of your players, they thought maybe the turning point for this team was the road trip into Kindersley, where you won both games. A lot of guys seem to think that maybe that's where your season started to turn around.
Yeah, I think that's when we really kind of secured the winning streak. It wasn't just a fluke. That overtime win was huge for the team. It was a great goal, great game, and yeah, I think it really kept things rolling for us and kind of showed the league it's not a fluke. We're a good team, and we earned that winning streak, and we're going to hopefully keep it going tonight.
Well, I mean, if they say it's always tough to beat the same team back-to-back nights, why is that?
I don't know. It's just they're going to come out hard and heavy, and we gave it to them last night. You could tell they were kind of tired from the long bus ride, and I think they're going to be ready to go tonight. So, just stick to the game plan, and everything should work out.
Listen, growing up in Detroit, I'm assuming you're a big Red Wings fan?
Yes, I have been my whole life.
Favorite player? Could be a current wing now, or maybe a wing from the past?
Yeah, all time, probably Nick Lidstrom. Just his defensive game was unbelievable. He didn't have to throw big bodies to play defensively, and I kind of admire that and look up to that, and I've kind of tried to, play by that book.
I guess being a defenseman, that's normal, but Stevie Y, do you remember him?
Oh, absolutely. I have a poster of him in my room, for sure.
So not too much before your time?
No, not too far, but a little bit. I know my dad's a huge hockey fan. He loves, Stevie Yzerman and the Russian.
Knows him personally?
Oh, no. Just, being a fan growing up in Detroit, he used to watch all the Red Wing games growing up.
Fair enough. Probably feels like he knows him quickly, and this could be from any time in your hockey career. Biggest hockey moment for you so far at any level of hockey you played?
Biggest moment would probably have to be last year, state championship. I had 3 assists, and it went into overtime, and I had the game-winning assist in overtime on the power play. It was a great feeling. It was a back-and-forth game, and it just felt great to win.
What do you remember about your first goal?
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being a 4-on-4. We were just kind of keeping them pinched in their zone. They kept trying to curl back and whatnot. And Peach kind of popped the puck out, and I just kind of skated down the middle. He gave it to me, and I just had a quick wrist or low blocker, and greatest feeling in the world so far.
I'll tell you what, I remember vividly because that was the first goal scored by a defenseman on this team here this year. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, and I don't know, it's kind of kickstarted everything. A lot of defensemen started scoring. You had Tanny with 2 goals. You got Morsey last night with his first, and yeah, it's been great. I think the D have been very active and a big game changer for us.
I totally agree. Listen, Nathan, thanks a lot for doing this. Good luck against Melville. Good luck being a Bomber the rest of the way.
Awesome, thanks.
There you go. That's Nathan Schaefer from Detroit, Michigan. Once again here on 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Northland Ford proudly supports the Flin Flon Bombers throughout the SJHL.
Just this one.
We know that the Bombers will play tough like the Ford F-150, the toughest truck on the market for over 40 years.
I don't know if I can do it quick
Ford
enough.
helping the community cheer on the Bombers as they work to bring a championship to the best fans in the league, and they provide you with the best selection on their lot.
Can I throw it in later?
The North, for the North, Northland Ford, the dealership.
I'm so sorry.
Your friends about. McDonald's is a big supporter of local sports in the North and are very happy to sponsor the Flin Flon Bomber broadcast.
Yeah, I can do that after this
Check out
one.
the McValue menu and items under $4. The baked muffins for $2.19, chicken stack wraps $2.79, hamburgers $2.69, the sausage McMuffin $2.79, Junior McChicken $3.29 and the cheeseburger only $2.99, small fries for $2.49 and 2 pies $1.99. McDonald's at the Flin Flon location at Walmart, also offering curbside pickup. Download the app, collect McDonald's rewards for free food, and sit and relax in the comfort of your own vehicle and await your order. McDonald's wishes the Flin Flon Bombers lots of success in the 2024-25 season. Bailey Homes provides a ready-to-move home as unique as you and your family. From their expertise in the planning, the quality, and the build to the care of the move, they allow you to take the stress out of home construction. Let Bailey Homes make your home a reality. Family-owned and operated with lots of experience building and moving homes to the North.
Okay,
Visit Bailey-Homes.ca or call 204-903-5220.
All righty, welcome back to Whitney Forum. The first intermission show continues here for the North of 53 Consumers Co-op. Let's see what's happening with the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. Estevan needing a win. Lead Nipwood 3-1. That's in the second period. I'm assuming that this Notre Dame-Humboldt game must be a neutral site game. It's not reporting.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, too. I don't know what's going on there.
Got to be a neutral site game. Yorkton up on Kindersley 2-0 in the second. And another big battle in Weyburn Battleford tonight. 3-3. That one is after one period of play, so no shortage of offense there. And Melfort Larange also not getting a score from that game either tonight so far, so we'll see what's happening there. Manitoba Junior Hockey League action tonight. All these games are after one period of play. Niverville leads the Blizzard 1-0. Neepawa leading way 2-zip. Dauphin in front of Steinbach 3-1. And Swan Valley and the Blues are even at 2. Number of NHL games are already complete. The Jets a big win today. Didn't look good early, but they found a way to get her done against Chicago 4-2. Utah beat Buffalo 5-2. Boston over Philly in overtime 4-3. Florida, they've been playing some good hockey. They beat San Jose 3-1. The Islanders have beaten Carolina 4-3. And Colorado over Detroit today 2-1. Montreal leads Washington 2-1 in the third. Ottawa leads Nashville 2-0 in the third. Pittsburgh in front of the Leafs 3-2 in the third. And the second half of Hockey Night in Canada tonight, St. Louis and Edmonton. And of course the game once again here tonight. The Flin Flon Bombers leading the Melville Millionaires by a score of 2-0 after one period of play. On goals by Stitton, his third, and Cormier on the power play, his ninth. And Flin Flon flying in that opening period, 25-8 the shots. And again, a lot of good shots in tight.
Good quality chances from the Bombers there. And like you said, Melville definitely needs to make the first move here in the second period, because this definitely could get out of hand for them, and they can let it slip away. But they got the goaltender back there keeping them in as best as they can.
And it's interesting about this goaltender getting back to, of course, he's played back-to-back nights here. Tavistock, apparently Red Deer has got his rights to the Western League. He might be on his way to the Western League. He may not even play in the SJHL full-time.
No, I think that's the kind of the plan. plan from what you hear. So you want to bring him in now. But that's the thing with the the opportunity for the WHL to give out NCAA scholarships now. Before a guy like that was the sell. You're a collegiate type player. You want a scholarship and education at the same time. But now, unfortunately, for some teams, that's what the major junior level now offers.
Well, I'll tell you what. Without him tonight, it's easily probably 4 or 5 nothing for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
So he's given his team a chance to stay in this game. And again, I expect Melville to come out and press. Of course, it's tough with the loss of Drury, but losing Iogen as well, and his 25 points is a big factor for them tonight as well.
Yeah, and that's what Doug talked about there in your coach's show there. The for everyone else to give 2 to 4% extra, just to make up for what Drury had and what he took with him. But when you lose your top 2 goal scorers in a span of 2 to 3 games, that's very difficult.
They got some other guys that can score. Of course, Zacharias, the rookie, he's second in rookie scoring this year, having a fantastic season. He's got 23 points, not bad for a rookie whatsoever. Only it's Ivashenko from Battleford, who Flin Flon will see next weekend, has scored more. He's got 29 points. That's incredible. 29 points in 25 games, but Zacharias, a pretty good year for the Mills, 23 points in 20 games. If you're better than a point per game as a rookie, you're having a pretty good year.
Well, and that's the thing with Melville and that division as a whole. It's been a very trying time in that division between them and Yorkton, and they haven't had success the last few years. So you see a guy like Drury and you see a guy like the rookie, they're leading or second in rookie scoring. It's quiet. You know what I mean? They're doing it quietly as far as the SJHL is concerned, because it's not a Flin Flon, it's not a Battleford, it's not a Melfort, right? So when you see these guys from different clubs and the success that Yorkton and Melville are having this year, being in first place and second place in their division, that's very big for the club and very big for the turnaround for the last couple of years here.
Well, we talk about the parity in the SJHL, and like I said, between second place and ninth place, you're looking at 4 points. Battleford's got 31, and then you've got Kindersley, LaRange, and Humboldt all with 27, and of course, in between there, the Bombers, Mills, and Terriers all with 29. Like I said, you can literally be in a playoff spot one night and be out of the playoffs the next day.
Well, you think about this too, Hardy. 8 games in a row, 8-game winning streak for the Flin Flon Bombers.
Yeah.
And they're middle of the pack.
Yes.
Right? And they didn't gain anything in that. I mean, they have. They're
in the playoffs.
That's
now.
right. They were out of the playoff picture.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to turn around, but 8 games in a row, 8 wins in a row, and now they're in a playoff picture, but they're jockeying for position from anywhere from 2 to 8, right?
And these points are huge. Again, like I said, you tell me, I can't think of the last time when a mid-season game between Flin Flon and Melville meant so much as this one does tonight and of course this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know 92, 93. Like, I mean,
well, that was the playoff. That was the
I understand
final.
that, but I mean, when's the last time? Because I mean, for the longest time, Melville's been, where they've been, and they haven't had success there. And now, prior to that, from Royal Bank Cup to when Mike came, Flin Flon was not having much success. So
the early 2000s were not kind.
No, you're right. The December games, Flin Flon Melville, they didn't mean anything for a long period of time. So now that's where we are.
Kenny Marquardt's made his way back on the ice, and the Bombers are right behind him, and Melville coming up soon as well. I mentioned a couple times in the first period that I talked about that Northland Ford Teddy Bear toss last night, the delay, how it kind of affected Flin Flon. Long delay again here tonight with that kids game.
Yeah.
That's got to favor Melville to some degree, who are really, in particular, their goaltender that needed a rest, really back on their heels, being outshot 25-8. Like I said, the first 5 minutes of this second period, it's going to be really, really big.
No, absolutely. And I mean, in a longer intermission compared to a long delay on the ice are two different things. But you're right. The goaltender definitely gives him some more time to regroup, get a little more energy back into him, because, I mean, he's been peppered with 25 shots in 20 minutes, which is, a pretty big undertaking.
Sometimes 25 that's almost a full game.
It is, absolutely. And like you said, those 25 weren't just little muffs and little flip-ins and stuff like that. They were quality chances.
We're just about set to get rolling with the second period here tonight. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey to start things off for 12 seconds. Schaefer, Piccinino, Seitz, and Tanchuk, who's got the puck right now. And we're underway in the second period. Piccinino takes the pass quickly to center. He's quickly across the Melville line, walking in. Thought he might shoot it. He'll come back to blue line instead. Tanchuk gets a rip. That's kicked away. Back to 5 aside as the 2 penalized players step back on the ice. Puck deep in Melville territory. Flin Flon trying to jump on it. Harkness back of the net. Nice job to knock it down. Took that away from a couple Bomber defenders. And he'll play it ahead. Tanchuk waits for it at center. Played it back. It gets away from Harkness. And Piccinino will quickly race after it deep in the Melville zone. There's Piccinino in the corner. Lost that one. Rodman after it. Took a good body check. Zacharias has it. He flips it back to center ice. There comes Perini. Throwing the puck back in deep. Tanchuk will get it back of his own net. Muka takes the pass. It's a good one. Over to Piccinino. Back across the line. Slides that out front to Carruthers, but he can't get his stick on it. Smith at the blue line lets that one rip over top of that. A little bit of a knuckleball. Carruthers tapped it back in. Wide of the mark. Picked up back in the goal this time by Hicks. Hicks gets it outside the zone. Kidding. Off his stick. The puck will roll back inside Melville territory. There comes Gruner racing after the Melville defenseman, which is... and he loses the puck. Flin Flon gets a chance. That's fired off the outside of the post that time by Carruthers. A bad giveaway again by Melville in their own zone. The D-man there, the captain, kind of got crossed up a little bit. That was Jurnis, and they caught the puck up, but Flin Flon gets a good chance right off the hop.
Yeah, another opportunity off of a great forecheck. Putting some pressure on the Melville defenseman, and was able to get a good chance there, but equal to the task.
Big face-off win there for Allard of the Mills. They'll get the puck back to center. Puck now kicked across the Bomber line. There's Marsden. Plays it ahead, but Lee gets it back from him. Lee inside his own zone. Knocked away by Cormier. Here's Ringer. Inside the Melville zone, back to Marsden at the blue line. Marsden, a great move. Hangs on, shoots it over top of the net. Looking for his second goal in as many games. Made a really nifty move there. And I think the goalie was screened. I don't think he shot that shot. If he hits the net, it's probably 3-0.
Nice little set of hands there on Kyle Marsden.
Yeah, he made a really nice move there. And again, I don't think the goalie saw it. I think if he hits the net, he scores. Melville forced back in their own zone. They'll get a second chance to clear it. They do. They'll play it back to center ice. That's Rothke, but he wants to go off for a change. Here's Marsden up the middle. Had Ewan open. I think he got a piece of it. He's going to plead his case here, but they're going to blow it down. They might move this one to center ice. 17:34 to go second period. Joey Lees is arguing, and I think it did hit Ewan, but again, I don't think the linesman saw that.
No. Some jawing back and forth there between the Melville bench and Marsden there. Could get interesting if, things get out of hand here.
17:34 to go, second period. Face off in the Flin Flon zone. Brainwald will take the draw here against Ringer. They both move quickly, but they are allowed to stay in. Puck will come back to the blue line. Here's Harkness' shot. Look out! Good opportunity there. The redirection. Now we got a player on top of Jenny Warcourt. Bombers don't care for that. And they're probably thinking, look, if we're going to rough our goalie up a little bit, get it tight, we could do the same to theirs, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what you got to do here, right? A little bit of an eye for an eye there. But that bare wall there, that's one that went in. I watched him last night, and he made luckily Schaefer fell when he did there last night because he came in. He's got some shortness to him, but he's a big kid, and he skates really well.
Off the face-off, the Bombers will get the puck to line. Good job here by Ewan. Melville gets it back. Here's Bearwald. He'll pick up the puck, but he overskates it up the Bomber blue line. Alexander will come back for Flin Flon. Throws the puck in deep. Alexander taken off the play that time by Bearwald, making his presence felt here on this shift. As the Mills try to push it back up the ice. Stitten couldn't grab it. Picked up here by Zacharias. Played it back to Bearwald. Bearwald dropped it back. Nice pass. Morrison gets a chance. Stick save made by Marquardt. Good chance there for Melville. Again, they're only down a couple of goals. They get the next goal. They're right back in this hockey game. Here's Alexander for Flin Flon. Nice pass to Ewan. Ewan will get the puck across the line, but he's checked. But the puck was then knocked down by Stitten. The puck will stay in deep. Grabbed this time here by Hicks. He'll make no mistake. He'll play that back in the Flin Flon zone. Picked up here by Perini. Race again! And he fires that off the goal goalpost. Mills come close. Great chance there for Perini. Mills keep it in. They'll throw the puck in deep. Hitting around the boards. Knocked down the blue line. Here's a shot. On target. Stick save made that time. Morcourt. Melville getting some chances here to begin the second period. Crothers by himself. The rest of the line was changing. They'll throw it in deep, and that's grabbed here by Jurgis. Over to Hicks. Hicks moves that back to center. Puck kicked inside the Flin Flon zone. Grabbed here by Marsden. Flipped it along the boards to Muka. He'll get that one back to Tanchuk, back to Muka. Muka across the Melville line. He'll hang on it. Nice drop pass. Tanchuk a chance. That gets blocked. Crothers holds it in. Crothers at the blue line. Drops it back to Marsden. Quick chance. Knocked out in front. I think that one ended up hitting Cregan. Marsden holds the line. Over to Tanchuk. Back to Marsden. Marsden's chance. Redirected off Kitting. Over the glass and out of play with 15:34 to go. So the team's changing opportunities here in this second period. Tanchuk getting into it here with Jewett.
Yeah, there's definitely some heat coming from both sides of this game here tonight. But that was another good shot there by Marsden. Blocked in front, out of play. But he's got his goal last night was a seeing eye single, right? But, through a couple players, the goaltender didn't even see it. But another good opportunity there as well.
Rothke against Piccinino. Face off inside the Millionaires zone. To the right of the net minor Tavistock. 26-11 the shots. Flin Flon is the one shot so far in there. They got two up on the board here, I guess, in the second period. Bell's Isles will get a hold of it. Lost the handle. Intercepted in tight by Seitz. Out front, nobody there. Olsen will grab it. He'll get it to center here for Melville. Dropped it back to Zacharias. Back out front to Olsen. Can't shoot it. Grabbed here by Marsden. Marsden leading the charge down the ice. Flipped it up the left side to Seitz. Knocked away from him. That's grabbed here by Arbery, but he's outside the line. Now he'll get it and flip it right back in. Piccinino quickly on top of that off the side of the Melville net. Piccinino looking to get his own rebound. Rothke along the boards for Melville, trying to tie it up deep in his own zone. Flin Flon trying to get that puck free. Rothke can't hang on. Seitz hung up perfectly along the boards that time by Cregan. Finally, the puck was played out. This will chase Arbery back in the Flin Flon zone with Hodge coming in on him. Here's Arbery. Played it ahead to Ringer. Ringer taken along the boards that time by Harkness. Good defensive play. Harkness now hooked up. Set to the ice. Melville will flip the puck back towards the Bomber blue line. There's Tanchuk. Doing everything he can to get some room. Back up the middle, a good pass. Here's Cormier outside. Cormier. Stick lifted by Harkness. Great defensive play. And he'll get the puck back to center. Cormier looked like he was going to walk in alone there, but Harkness had other ideas. Joey Lees will get to it. He's offside. And they'll blow that down with 14:03 to go. In the second period, it remains a 2-0 Flin Flon lead. Looking at the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard. Again, Notre Dame Humboldt not reporting tonight. Estevan leads Dipwin 3-1 going into the third. York did a 2-1 lead on Kindersley in the second. 3-3 Weyburn Battleford. And Melfort Laurent. Is that a neutral site game as well?
I was just going to check on that, see why there was no scores in any of those games.
That's usually the case with the neutral site games. They don't have the online scoring working. Morrison for the Mills. Off the face-off. Gets it on target. Good save made by Morcourt. And Morcourt's mask comes flying off his head, so they're going to blow that down immediately. Flin Flon had a bit of a rush going up the ice, but the goalie loses the helmet. It's always a wise decision to blow the play down. He's having some trouble with it, too. He's got it off. We might have to do a little bit of adjusting on it.
Yeah, I was looking down at my phone there, looking for the reason why there's no scores, but didn't see what exactly happened there.
We'll hopefully get those scores sometime throughout the evening. Two big games. That Laurent's Melfort game, obviously huge. They're all big games, like we said, with how tight the standings are. Melfort Laurent's game is big, but so is the Notre Dame Humboldt game. Humboldt, of course, tied with a whole whack of teams here trying to move up the standings. Kindersley a big win against Humboldt last night. Mills get a good chance and a shot on target that time by Harkness. Got a handcuff Morcourt a little bit. Off his arm to the corner. Picked up by Lee. Good work by Lee along the boards. Back of the goal. Yakubchuk. He'll knock it down. Got it back there. to Smith, who plays it to Gruner. They tried to hit Nuke outside the zone, couldn't take the pass. Harkness gets it in his own zone. He'll feed that one back over to Rodman. Rodman up the board, looking for Carlson. Too wide. Yakimchuk. But Carlson on top of him. Carlson works hard. In particular on that penalty kill back in the second period, was one of the better penalty killers out there. As Flin Flon will chip the puck back in Melville territory. There's Hicks. Pass intercepted by Marsden as he'll redirect that back in the Melville zone. That's an icing call and blown down with 12:50 to go, but already Melville looking better in this second period.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're getting to loose pucks. They're skating a lot better, getting to some good scoring chances there. That last opportunity there was kind of a like you said, handcuffed Marquardt, but he made an excellent save at the same time to keep it 2-0.
Brady, who's had some good chances in the period, will take the face-off here. Looks like Keith Gruner's going to come out to take the draw against him. Face-off deep in the Flin Flon zone left of Marquardt. That's one thing we didn't see in the opening period. A lot of face-offs in the Flin Flon zone. But Melville's got a few here early. That'll skip off of Marsden and make its way back to Marquardt, who had to be sharp on that one. He'll make the save and hang on. 12:47 to play. Second period, 28-13. The shots in favor of Flin Flon on the front line shot clock, and again they lead it 2-0 on first period goals by Wyatt Sitton, the young 17-year-old, his third, and Cormier on the power play, his ninth. Around the boards, Alexander just gets the puck out, but Hicks quickly jumped on that one, got it back to Jursden. They'll go in for Panini. Puck will roll back to the bomber net. There's Mounier. There's a body check as the puck skips the line. Picked up here by Alexander. Dropped it back to Stinton. Stinton, the high slot, a chance, and gets another good shot, and Tavistock will turn that away. Out of the corner, back up front. Alexander, a rip, and he'll let that one go over top of the goal. To the blue line. Here's Cole Tanchuk. He'll knock it down. Feeds it back to Schaefer. Long shot. Blocked that time by Zacharias. To Panini. Wide open guy. It's Carlson in front of the net. They can't get it to him, but they get it back out front anyway. To Zacharias, and his shot gets blocked. But Carlson was wide open in front of the net. Went back the other way. Ewan in the front of the goal gets a quick chance, and Tavistock will get to the top of the blue crease, and he'll make the save and hang on. And boy, literally going end to end here.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. The pace is kind of picked up on both ends of this game here, and it's indicative of the shot 6-5 right now in favor of Melville.
Aller to take the face-off against Piccinino. The Millionaires will jump on this one. That's Cregan. He'll leave it there. The puck is now flipped back to center. Smith got a piece of it. Piccinino came back and grabbed it. He made a really nifty move at center. Here's Piccinino. Darting across the Melville line. Throws that in for Seitz. Bells Isles has got him pinned up. And the puck is grabbed here by Cregan. Cregan, back to Kidding. Redirected off him. Picked up here by Yakimchuk. Had to be careful as a couple Mills were on top of him. They'll redirect the puck back to center. Cregan's got it. Sends it in. Smith got a piece of it. And he'll knock it down not once but twice, and he'll get the puck to center. Spread it back to Arbery. He'll drill that inside Melville territory. Tavistock stopped that in the corner. Seitz is after it. Throws a big body check. Knocked Cregan to the ice, but Melville able to get the puck out. Here's Piccinino at center. Rothke took a run at him. Kidding back the other way. Poked away. Great defensive play by Schaefer. He's tripped up. We're going to get another Flin Flon Bomber power play here, Travis. No doubt about that one. Yeah. Schaefer steals the puck, and he's hauled down. And the Bombers will go to the power play for the fourth time here tonight.
Yeah, he picked up that loose puck and tried to skate out of the zone with it. And Melville's stick got in between his legs, hauled him down. Going to be 2 or less.
Don Peak, our Pepsi power play contestant here tonight. Gets his products at the co-op. Good luck to him if the Bombers do score on the power play. A 12-pack of Pepsi, courtesy of Arctic Beverage, is your local dealer of Pepsi Cola. And a big congratulations to Larry Willington. Won a 12-pack of Pepsi earlier tonight. On the big power play goal by Cormier. Flin Flon works it back out front. Tanchuk at the blue line. Feeds it back to Carruthers. Not a lot of room. Back to Tanchuk. Ringer. Side of the goal. Back out front. There's Carruthers. And he skates in. The puck is flipped up over top of his stick, but Gruner will hold it in. Gruner. Gets it back to Tanchuk. Tanchuk back out front. Ringer won't shoot it. Nice job that time. Redirected outside the zone by Bearwall. More court well out of the net to come back to get it to Carruthers at center. 4 Bombers away. Carruthers in tight. Ringer was there, but it hit Rodman's skate. Mills intercept down the ice it goes. Minute 15 to go in the Bomber power play. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the second period. Flin Flon's fourth power play of the game. They're 1 for 3. Here's Ewan. Guy draped all over him, gets knocked down. Good penalty killing again by Carlson. He's been fantastic penalty killing tonight. He'll throw it in. More court ball out of the net. Had to be careful. Leaves has got it. Played it ahead this time to Sykes. Knocked away at the blue line. Leaves will follow up and flip it back in. Tavistock stopped that in the corner, rimmed it around the boards, but Flin Flon holds it. A Tavistock shot! The redirection by Piccinino off the mask that time of Tavistock, and rebound set back at the Flin Flon zone. 34 seconds to go in the power play. Tavistock forced back of his own net. Swings the pass to Lees. And mans it to Piccinino. Piccinino looking to get a lane, but Olsen took it from him. Schneider will knock it down. Gets it back out front. Puck poked away. Puck laying there. Piccinino throws it through the crease. That's intercepted. Fired down the ice by Rothke. 10 seconds to go. And we got the Melville goaltender losing some equipment, so we'll blow that one down. Great chance there for Piccinino.
Yeah, I think what happened there, and Flin Flon kind of got off what was successful in the first 2 power plays, or 3 power plays, is just keeping it simple. They're trying to make that extra pass. They're trying to, feed a seam that's not there. It was with the first unit there, trying to go cross ice to Carruthers. Wasn't there, so they're forcing things right now. And I mean, Melville's also playing a big, way tougher power or penalty kill.
Olsen against it for the faceoff outside the Bomber blue line. Just 9 seconds to go in the power play. Puck comes back to Schaefer. On that return pass goes behind him. But having a hard time getting the puck out. We're back to 5 aside. So Flin Flon 1 for 4 as Yakimchuk will send that inside the Melville zone. Arbery back of the goal. Had a guy open out front, but it hits the lane, comes back to blue line. Marston holds it in. Back of the goal. Stinton can't pick it up. Bells Isles has got a big body check there. Alexander. Cannonball on him. Mills get the puck across the line, though. Fired wide that time by Kinning. Puck will hit the glass, come down the ice. Alexander racing after it, but Harkness there to get it from him. Alexander will follow him. Harkness will get away. Swings the pass up the right side. Here's Jewett. He's inside the Flin Flon zone. Harkness will pick it up. Intercepted by Marsden, but he can't clear it out. Mills dump it in, back of the Bomber net. There's Mounier. An assist earlier in the game. Lost a handle. Puck will go to the corner. Picked up here by Jewett. Blue line. Harkness' long shot deflected out front by Panini. Left alone out front, and another good save here by Kenny Marquardt, who's been counted upon a little bit more here in the second period.
Yeah, and I mean, not just a nice save, but able to corral that rebound and not give the Melville player in front of the net there an opportunity for a goal.
We'll take a media timeout, come back in about 60 seconds time. Flin Flon leads at 2-0 here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
We'll have more on the morning show for Monday. Join us then as we'll have more reindeer races, more sounds of the season, plus more ways for you to save money with our new weekly auction item, more birthday shoutouts for Northern Rainbows, and more of the very best persons in the world. It's all on the show that knows reindeer games include Monopoly and Kerplunk, Bed Breakfast and Beyond. With me, Raphael Saray.
We're about peace, love, and understanding, even in the most tumultuous of times.
On 102.9 CFAR, your radio. Gourmet Pizza is back at Chicken Chef. Yes, it's the triumphant return of full flavor. Enjoy the house-made meat sauce on the meatballer pizza. Spice things up with the Thai chicken. Balance sweet and spicy with the Hawaiian, or keep it classy with Chicken Chef's Italian classic CC's Margarita Pizza with their signature dough. Let your taste buds lead you with the Gourmet Pizza menu at Chicken Chef, where it always feels like home.
7:45 remaining here in the second period. It's a 2-0 Flin Flon lead. The face-off in the Bomber zone to the right of the netminder. Kenny Marquardt off the face-off. Mounier feeds it back to Carruthers. He'll stick that ahead to Muka. Muka will dump it off the boards. There's a chance. Carruthers in tight. There's Gruder. He scores, but it goes off his skate. Is this going to count?
without a direct kicking motion, it counts.
So I wonder who's going to get the goal here. Carruthers led the charge. He fed it out front. Gruner cut to the front of the net. It redirected off him and went in. And it'll be interesting to see who gets credit for it, but it's a 3-0 Flin Flon lead.
Yeah, and you know, it was off the rush. Carruthers probably should have had an opportunity for a good shot there, but it fed it out in front, and whether it went off of Gruner or off of the Melville defender, it's still in the back of the net.
Wait for the announcement here tonight, and here it comes. As Flin Flon's taking a 3-0 lead in this hockey game. They're going to get the goal into Carruthers, so that'll be his third of the year. Flin Flon will get the puck in tight, looking for more. Travis Duck will grab that and hang on. I heard 28, I think, so that's Marsden. Muka will get the assist. Yeah. So Carruthers third from Marsden and Muka, the call on that.
Yeah, it was the feed up from Muka there with redirect in front.
Here's Mounier's shot. Stick save made that time by Travis Duck. Puck is in the corner. Mills jump on it. Flin taking a big 3-0 lead, and Mills get a chance here with an on-man rush. Here's Carlson across the line, trying to feed it up front. He had Zacharias open, but again, that hit a leg and never made it through. Puck is bouncing back to the Bomber net. Played off the boards. Here comes Ringer. Ringer's got it. Played it back. Good pass to Lees across the Melville line. He'll dump it in. You know, the funny thing for me on that is Gruner doesn't even get a point. Without him, there's no goal. Redirected off him and went in the net. Is that how you saw it?
Unless they're saying it went off the defenseman.
Oh, maybe. Here's Zacharias back the other way. Quick chance on target. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I believe what they're saying is that Carruthers made that pass looking for Gruner in front, but it went off the Melville defender.
Which would be why there was no argument from Melville going off the skate. Although, again, if it's not a kicking motion,
yeah, it's still a goal regardless. Yeah, absolutely.
6:36 to go. Big face-off back in the Flin Flon zone, and a big goal here by Carruthers, making it a 3-0 Flin Flon lead. Bearwald will take the face-off here against Piccinino. The right of Kenny Marquardt, who's, like I said, when he's needed to make the saves, he has it. And 9:28, Travis, his last 5 games, he's got his game back up to where it needs to be.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Off the face-off, Lee gets it back to Cregan. Cregan leaves it there. Belzile's a chance, and there's one off the mask again. Marquardt's taken a few off his mask tonight. We've seen one go off the mask down the other way as well by Tavischuk. And he's going to have to do a little bit of adjustment on that mask one more time.
Well, and the thing about that one is off the mask, but he had the wherewithal to put his glove up there to corral that rebound. And, I mean, more often than not, you're just taking it in the bean and just trying to find it afterwards. So good on Marquardt to try to be able to catch that rebound.
Bombers win another face-off. This is Reed Arbery. Off inside his own zone, off the glass. Puck picked up by Lee. He'll hammer it back. It took a while. Puck came right back out front. Grabbed here by Jakubchuk. And they'll play that one up the middle, but that one gets intercepted. Belzile's on top of it. Puck chipped back towards the Bomber line. Arbery off his skate. Can't find it. Here's Sykes. Dumping the puck back across the Melville line. Smith at the blue line. He'll hold it in, throws it in deep for Arbery. Hit the side of the Melville goal. Belziles is in there. Over to Lee. Sykes comes over, throws a nice body check on him. Good forecheck here by Flin Flon as they keep the puck deep inside the Melville line. Smith of the blue line. Good work again. Finally, the Mills will get it out. That will hit a skate. Hits Morrison, goes down the ice, and Janchuk back to pick up this puck back of his own net. Slaps it off the boards. Olsen can't find it, but Stitton does. Stitton quickly up the left side. He'll hang on and bring it in. Rodman did a good job to keep him to the outside. Rothke will pick it up here for Melville. Good side step there. Gets it to center. Rothke up the right side across the Bomber line. Rothke hangs on. Fired off the side of the Bomber net. Janchuk tied up here. Kidding. Throws it out front. Slapped away that time by Schaefer, but the puck will stay inside the zone. Alexander trying to get a stick on it, comes over to Kidding. And he'll get that shot on target again, Kenny Marquardt. Kenny Marquardt's rebound control tonight has been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. The last 4 or 5 here that he's able to stop, he's also been able to smother. And, I don't know if we had a face-off in his zone there in the first period.
Not many.
And now we're probably looking at 3 or 4 for sure, maybe 5.
Well, Melville out shooting Flin Flon 10-8, but the Bombers got the goal. Lead at 3-0, out shooting the Mills 33-18 in the game. And again, 25 of those came in the first period. Bombers win the faceoff. They've been very good in that department again here tonight. This is Schaefer. Back to center ice, intercepted by Marsden. Olsen had the big goal last night. Nothing doing for him so far tonight. Here's Gruner with the steal. Dropped it back to Carruthers. Bang! Oh, he faked the shot, and he had Muka wide open out front, but it got blocked. Muka takes Olsen down. Might have been a penalty maybe the other way there. Ref seemed to miss that. Olsen's not happy. It might have been a bit of a knee. Puck is sent back to center. Grabbed here by Schaefer for Flin Flon. And they'll flip the puck back in over top of the Melville net. There's Harkness. Lifts it up the boards. Back down inside Flin Flon territory. Marsden. Safe play around the boards to Muka. Muka turned the puck over at his own blue line. Not sure where it is. Cormier comes back to help out. Jewett will intercept this outside the Bomber line. Jewett had to wait for Perina to get back on side, and as a result, he'll dump it in. Flin Flon gets it back. Ryder Muka, nice pass to center. Here comes Cormier. Stick handling across the line out front to Gruner, looking for some room, but got tied up that time by Hicks, and he takes a little bit of a whack at him. Didn't like the tight coverage, I guess. Mills iced the puck. We got a penalty coming up here, Travis. Going to be an interference penalty. And looks like it might be going to Joey Lees, or is it going to go to Marsden, the big D man?
I think Marsden there.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't. I missed it. Must have been behind the play, but, Flin Flon had Melville on their heels there for a little bit there. Able to get that puck in deep, and then it looked like an icing coming the other way, but turns out to be a Bomber penalty.
If you're Melville, you pretty much got to score on this power play, don't you? With
Absolutely.
3:44 to go in the second period.
Yeah, you have some momentum here. You're leading the shots in the second period here. It's a totally different period than the first. And, you definitely need this is a very important power play for the Mills.
Melville power play ranked 6th coming in tonight at 19%. They didn't get a power play goal last night. Just their second chance here in this game. And the Bomber penalty kill, like we said, near the top, ranked 2nd overall at 84.4%. They're kind of arguing where the faceoff's going to be.
Well,
Doug Johnson, he doesn't like where the faceoff's going.
No, because it was, I think what they're saying, it was a penalty, which means the faceoff should be in Bomber territory.
Yes.
But it was also an icing for against Melville. So I guess that's the
So as a result, the faceoff comes outside the line. The Bombers will dump the puck back in. Melville in the power play for just the second time in this game. Harkness will go back and pick up the puck back of his own net. They're down 3. Olsen takes the pass to center. Looks for the return pass, gets it in tight, tied up with Ringer deep in the Flin Flon zone. Ringer, great penalty killer, will throw the puck to blue line. Harkness can't hold it in. Forced back to center, played that one back to Rothke. Again, he's got 7 power play goals this year, Rothke, so been a good weapon for them with the extra attacker. Here's Zacharias. To Hodge, inside the Flin Flon zone, back to Rothke. Rothke will hang on along the boards it goes. Zacharias works his way back to blue line. Hangs on. Drop pass this time for Harkness. Back of the goal for Carlson. Ship that one back to corner to Hodge. Hodge will hang on. Zacharias at the blue line. Finally a shot! And that redirects off target. A lot of traffic in front of Kenny Marquardt. The Mills are doing a good job getting in front of him. Picked up back of the goal by Rothke. Works it back out front. Zacharias, the drop pass to Rothke. Here's a chance. Knocked down in front. Hit Hodge. He lands on top of Marquardt. And the play blown down. When you think about it, it's a simple power play, Travis, but effective. You work the puck to the outside. You get somebody from the goalie. You hook for a screen or a redirection.
Yeah, this is definitely the best that the Millionaires have looked on the power play today, for sure. Maybe a little bit yesterday as well there, but you're right. Just move the puck around, get the good opportunity, the good shot there. But maybe it was a quick whistle there because the Flin Flon defender pushed the Melville player on top of Marquardt, but nonetheless, it's face-off for the Bombers.
Mills can't hold the puck yet. Short-handed opportunity maybe for Gruner, but a great job by Jurgis to get back in time up. Now Arbery has it. Throws it back across the Melville line. Bells Isles has got it. 37 seconds remaining in the Melville power play. He'll swing the pass. Back to Perini. Knocked away by Schaefer. He'll dump it back in on target. It'll make its way to the front of the Melville net, smothered this time by Tavistock, who hangs on. 2:08 to go in the period. 24 seconds remaining in the Melville power play. They've had some opportunities here, but have not been able to capitalize so far in this game.
So do you know, not to put you on the spot there, but team-wise for the Bombers, how many shorthanded goals do they have on the year then?
I know Keith Gruner's got one. I think Anderson had one.
Yeah.
I'll say 3. Is that right?
I don't know, but I mean, you know, the Bombers generate a lot of chances shorthanded. They're looking for that.
They do. They have
pass.
3 shorthanded goals for.
Yeah, and I mean, that kind of surprised me. They don't have a little bit more, but, you know, like I said, they generate a lot of chances.
Gruner scored a 3-on-5 goal against Melfort right off the hop this year. I know Anderson had a shorthanded goal as well, and maybe Lepper's got one as well. I'm not sure, but they do have 3 shorthanded goals as a team. Melville still on the power play. They'll get that puck in deep, a big body check there. Mounier taking his guy down, a hard hit that time on Kernus, the Melville captain. Penalty is over, so Melville is 0 for 2. And we got Marston in there. He's back on the ice after serving the penalty.
Mounier, he you know, deceptively a little bit sneaky. He plays with an edge and, you know, physical for you know, he's tall, but he's slight in stature for the most part. But, you know,
he's got a bit of a bee in his bonnet this game, too.
It looks that way. And, you know, like, he does play with a little bit of an edge. He got in a fight this year, and, you know, I like the way he plays there, a young defenseman.
So the face-off inside the Flin Flon zone, blown down right off the hop, bare-walled against Ringer. I'm not sure why they blew this down so quickly, but they did. They'll redraw. The left of Kenny Marquardt. Off the face-off. Look out! The Mills get a couple chances. Block it away in front of the net. Their puck is loose. Bodies flying all over the place. Major scrub. Harkness picked it up. They still can't shovel it in. Comes back up front. Rothman shot. There's a chance. Puck stays out somehow. And the Bombers have a 2-on-1. Ringer and Corbier. Ringer stops. Shoots. Oh, big save there. Tavernac got that big left arm out. Here comes Lee the other way. Melville had all kinds of chances here. Could not put that puck in the net. Lee will get it back in tight. They'll flip it to the blue line to Harkness. Again, a lot of traffic in front of that Bomber net. Harkness hangs on to it. Shoots, fires. Redirected up front that time. Howler will grab the loose puck. Flin Flon won't get it out. Cormier. Backhand pass for Gruner. Tied up here by Kernus. But Bells Isles, the other Melville D-man, comes over to grab it. 32 seconds remaining in the period. Mills down 3, probably feel that they deserve a little bit of a better, especially that last goal line scramble. Marquardt down and out for quite a long time, but they couldn't put the puck in. Flin Flon did a pretty good job in front of them, though, blocking a few of those shots. Ryder Muka looking for the pass. That's knocked away from him. Zacharias will redirect it inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Tanchuk around the boards. Played it back to center. Picked off here by Carlson. Off the glass, back inside the Flin Flon zone, and that's going to do it for the second period here tonight. And the Bombers probably fortunate still to be ahead by 3 there, Travis, especially with that mad goal line scramble in front of that Bomber net.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck there in front of Kenny Marquardt there. Great blocks, maybe a little bit of puck luck. Wasn't able to get that puck in the net there for the Mills, but yeah, lucky to be up 3-0 at this point.
They certainly are. Bombers out shooting or being outshot in that period, 12-9.
Yeah, it's definitely a different tale of 2 periods there when it comes to the first and the second there. And I mean, it would have been one of those things, right? Goalmouth scramble, lots of opportunity for the Mills in that point. Turn up the other way, 2-on-1. If things were definitely not going the Mills' way, you know, it would have been in the back of that net too, but a great save on the other end as well.
Yeah, that Melville goaltender, boy, some fantastic saves. Tavistock again doing his part. Kenny Marquardt, when called upon tonight, has made some big saves as well, but boy, what a big goal line scramble. Melville kind of a little bit snake bit right now, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those points that they can't even buy a goal right now. I mean, that was as good opportunity as anything there. They had the power play. They got some chances off that, moved the puck around well, had some great looks, some great shots. And, I mean, Kenny's playing well, but a little bit of puck luck at the same time.
Well, and they did a pretty good job, though, bearing down in front of him there. I mean, he was down and out, like I mentioned, but everybody was in front blocking shots, and a lot of opportunities. So Flin Flon bared down, I thought, pretty good in front of him there on that really tough opportunity.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
When you're down and out and you're on your back like that, it's tough to get bad. You notice he tried to get back up, but everybody tried, and a lot of one thing that Melville, the one adjustment they've made for the second period, they're getting in his kitchen a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a little bit of success in the first for the Flin Flon Bombers there, getting in the Melville goaltenders' grill or kitchen. Same thing back. Kenny's also had to make some good saves, but had to corral lots of rebounds at the same time.
Second intermission coming up for the Co-op. Lots of stuff coming up here for the Whitney Forum tonight. A 3-0 Flin Flon lead after 40 minutes of play. You're listening to Creighton Furniture Flin Flon Bomber Hockey once again here on 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Oh, Mrs. Claus again. It's tough shopping for the big guy at Christmas. Well, this year I'm off to Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center. I'm getting him a new Maytag laundry pair so he can keep his suit clean and stop accusing me of shrinking it. And a Maytag refrigerator and self-cleaning range so we can cook together. The best part? They all come with Maytag's 10-year limited parts warranty. Creighton Furniture is definitely at the top of my nice list.
Give the gift of the outdoors at Frontline Sport and Leisure. The holiday sales event is on now. Save up to $3,000 off select off-road vehicles or financing as low as 1.99% for 36 months. But don't dawdle. Visit Frontline ASAP because once the big guy comes down the chimney, this deal will be gone like the milk and cookies. Your Christmas is riding on this. Give the gift of the outdoors with the holiday sales event on now at Frontline Sport and Leisure.
The magic of Christmas is now at Shane's.
All I want for Christmas is Lego.
All I want for Christmas is a Bluetooth speaker by Ultimate Ears.
All I want for Christmas is a new laptop.
All I want for Christmas is VTech toys.
All I want for Christmas is the biggest TV my wife will let me get.
All I want for Christmas is for everyone to be happy.
Get the magic you're looking for this Christmas at Shane's in the Atinica Mall.
Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
And back at the Whitney Forum, Rob Hart, Travis Rideout, the second intermission show tonight for the North of 53 Consumers Co-op, just a 1 goal, and it was an unfortunate bounce for Melville. It was Crothers down the wing. He's trying to center out front to keep Gruner, and I think you're right. It must have redirected off a Melville player and went in.
Yeah, it was a good pass from Muka, seeing Crothers bust down the left side wing there, and Crothers, like I said, he had an opportunity for a good shot, but maybe a little sharp angled, and so he tried to feed Gruner in front, but fortunately for him, it was bounced off maybe the defender in front and in the back of the net.
It's interesting how Crothers gets a goal like that because he's had so many great opportunities shooting the puck the last couple of nights.
Yeah.
Hit that goal post yesterday, had tremendous chances on the power play, and had some good chances again tonight, and the one that goes in for him is just a fluky bounce.
Yeah, no, and it's one of those things that maybe now that goal's gone in, it's a little bit of a monkey off the back, and maybe things are going to work out for him here in the end.
Well, he's certainly effective in a lot of other ways, too, but his third from Marston and Muka, the assists at 11:35. The only goal of the second period is Flin Flon will take a 3-0 lead in the locker room. Shots favor the Mills. They had a good second period that I just couldn't buy a goal, like Travis mentioned. They outshoot Flin Flon 12-9. Melville a 2-period total of 20. The Bombers a 2-period total of 34. And when Flin Flon leads after 2 this year, a perfect 10-0. When Melville trails after 2, 1-8. We'll see what they can do. They got to come out flying and try to get a goal quickly and then try and get themselves back in the game. Again, they had the opportunities, just a little bit not having a lot of puck luck right now in front of that Flin Flon Bomber net. But the Bombers will take the 3-0 lead in the locker room. We'll take a break. More of the second intermission show coming up. Bomber Legend Series will continue. Fortunate enough to have Brett Bain back in the building tonight. He's assisting Cole McKaig on the bench with Mike Reagan down at the World Junior A Challenge. We'll reflect on his time with the Bomber, which did include a lot of big moments for him, including the SJHL Rookie of the Year. And, of course, he had a chance to go play for Yorkton, where they won that national championship as well. He'll touch on that, his time as a Bomber, and hockey in general. So that interview coming up here momentarily on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Northland Ford proudly supports the Flin Flon Bombers throughout the SJHL season. We know that the Bombers will play tough like the Ford F-150, the toughest truck on the market for over 40 years. Northland Ford helping the community cheer on the Bombers as they work to bring a championship to the best fans in the league, and they provide you with the best selection on their lot. In the North, for the North, Northland Ford, the dealership you tell your friends about.
Gourmet pizza is back at Chicken Chef. Yes, it's the triumphant return of full flavor. Enjoy the house-made meat sauce on the meatballer pizza. Spice things up with the Thai chicken. Balance sweet and spicy with the Hawaiian, or keep it classy with Chicken Chef's Italian classic CC's Margherita Pizza with their signature dough. Let your taste buds lead you with the gourmet pizza menu at Chicken Chef, where it always feels like home.
And welcome to our second edition, the Bomber Legend Series. This time we're going to go back to the, mid-2000s. Brett Babe, a former SJHL Rookie of the Year at the Bombers, is going to be our guest here tonight. He's been helping Cole McKegg out this weekend with Mike Reagan down at the World Junior A Challenge. I guess, Brett, first and foremost, good to see you. And in my opinion, it looks like you probably still play.
Yeah, I've still been playing senior the last couple of years, so it's good to stay on the ice. I still have that edge, and I still want to be out there to play. I'm not ready to just play rack hockey quite yet, so I'm fortunate enough the wife lets me continue to keep playing senior.
Well, it's tough once you have hockey in your blood not to play, especially with the impact player that you were. We'll get back to your illustrious career here momentarily, but I got to ask you how this coaching opportunity came up.
I was actually just finishing up a senior game and had a text from Cole asking if I wanted to come up this weekend, and it worked out. We didn't play, and a couple of the grandparents stepped in and watched the kids for me, so got to come up and revisit the good old Flin Flon.
Something about walking in this room, and probably something about walking in this dressing room, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit different than when I played, but still, it's definitely got to be one of the best in the league, and you just walk into the rink, and the Whitney's the best place to play. And even seeing, the atmosphere last night, I know it wasn't packing here, but it's pretty electric.
There's no building like it in hockey. I totally agree with you. Of course, you had some good moments in this league. We mentioned one an SJHL Rookie of the Year, and we're a very fun player to watch here in the Bomber uniform. Talk about how it all kind of unfolded for you, Brett, because there's so much talk now about the BCHL, poaching the top-end players. You were certainly a top-end player. I knew you had options before you came to Flin Flon. Talk about why you chose Flin Flon, and guess just what you remember about playing here.
Well, the plan was to go college, so I knew I wasn't going the other way, and I actually got my scholarship playing in Beardy's my 17-year-old year. So, Rig, when I talked to Riggs, I knew I would have an opportunity to play here, and I didn't see a point in going out to BC or Alberta and being on a lower end line right off the bat. I knew I would get a decent shot here, and so it worked out, and I came up here and loved it.
Well, and like I said, you had some great games here. You get the SJHL Rookie of the Year, and were one of the top scorers. And of course, even though again those Bomber teams didn't, win the league championship in the end, a lot of good players and there were good hockey clubs that you played for.
Yes, very. I mean, our first year, I think we lost 4-1 in the series to Humboldt in round 2, but the series scoring was 10-10, so I mean, it can go either way. I think 3 overtime games in that series, and if it goes the other way, who knows what happens.
Well, absolutely, and then, of course, you ended up getting dealt to Yorkton, ended up winning a national championship, got a chance to come back and play in Flin Flon around your career, but talk about what it was like to go to Yorkton, obviously go through a big, deep playoff run, and then ultimately win a national championship, which is the last time an SJHL team has done that.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty special 5 months on that run, but I enjoyed my time there too, and we had a good team there. I had a couple buddies already on the team in the Norris Twins, and it was a good time.
No, and if I'm not mistaken, that year there was the Western Canada Cup first, and then the national championship, right?
Yeah. We played Melville in the final, which is just down the highway from Yorkton, so that was a pretty big deal. And then went to Dauphin for Western Canada Cup, ended up winning that 5-4 against Dauphin, and then went to RBC and beat Carleton Place in the final.
So when you won that Western Canada Cup, did you feel pretty good? You had a chance to win the whole thing?
I mean, you never know, but I think in both tournaments we were 2-2 after round robin, so we kind of had to fight our way back, and I think in both of them were OT wins in the last round robin game to put us in the spot to move on. So I mean, you'd never know in a quick tournament like that. You just got to be ready to go.
Well, that's one thing about those tournaments. I mean, one game, you got to get to the playoff round, and once that happens, it just takes one game to make something happen.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I think we ended up beating Vernon in the quarterfinal, and then can't remember who we played in the semis,
Dauphin maybe?
Yeah, it might have been Dauphin. And then, Carleton Place, and we were down 3-1 with 5 minutes to go in the third period and came back, forced OT, and then ended up winning it. So it was pretty special.
It's something that when you think back, are you surprised that's the last SJHL team to win a national championship?
Yeah, it's pretty wild, seeing as there's been some pretty good teams that have won the league and gone on in the last couple of years. So it'd be nice to see another Saskatchewan team win soon here.
It certainly would. Now, you come back, you have a chance to finish out your career in Flin Flon. What did that mean to you?
It was a good ending. I mean, we didn't get the result we wanted. We lost.
That was a really good team that year too.
We were. I think we lost Game 7 to Notre Dame in overtime, which I think we had the next round. We had definitely had the advantage going into the next round. I think it would have been against Kindersley that year. So I mean, you never know what happens then. But yeah, it was good to come back and finish here.
It's interesting. You go from winning a national championship, which is obviously the ultimate goal, to losing a Game 7 series the next year with a team that probably should have won that series. Was that a tough one for you? Did it take you a while to get over that one, Brett?
Absolutely. I mean, you never know. I didn't know what the next step was and if I was going to play anywhere or not. So, I mean, you take it all in and you think about all the good times you had playing junior hockey. I mean, it's probably the best, most fun you're going to have in your life. Easiest going for sure. And, that one's definitely stung a little bit.
Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I know you really wanted to win here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been a long time, so it would have been pretty nice to win one here.
Bombers have had a lot of success. I'm sure you probably still follow the team. I know that you're in Saskatoon. I know you obviously have still some ties to the organization, obviously, and the team's been close the last few years as well.
Yes, for sure. I mean, 2 years ago when you guys played North Battleford in the final, I went to 2 games there. I think games 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. I can't remember which ones they were, but it was good to be back and watch the Bombers. Unfortunately, they didn't get the result that they wanted, I'm sure, but it was good to see them again.
Well, and how about that series against Estevan a couple of years back? For me personally, that's the most goosebumps I've ever had. That was wild.
Absolutely. That was pretty electric, and yeah, it's too bad that we ended up on the wrong side of that one.
Listen, Brett, before I let you go, I got to ask you, if you had to pick one defining moment for you in a Bomber uniform, what would it be? Or maybe a couple defining moments. What do you remember specifically about playing here that sticks in your memory?
Just, I would say, majority would be all the wins, and you see the moose leg come out, and you do the salute at center ice. It's pretty special and a tradition that's unlike any other. And yeah, just playing in front of the fans and how loud it is and electric, and I've never played anywhere that special, that's for sure.
Well, and a lot is made of the travel, but I know the guys really use that as a real good I mean, you spend a lot of hours on the bus anyway, but in particular, a lot of hours playing in Flin Flon. That's something that guys remember too.
Absolutely. I mean, you got those first 3 hours usually without service, so you get the cards going or whatever you got to do to hang out with the guys. I'm sure they're on their phones now doing some kind of stuff, watching movies or whatever, but I mean, I was always playing cards, and those were awesome times with the guys.
It's something special about playing in Flin Flon for sure. Listen, Brett, good to catch up. I guess before we let you go, maybe just update people what you're doing these days.
I'm roofing in Saskatoon. I got 2 daughters, 2 and 4, Lenny and Ren, and my wife works at the hospital, and yeah, it's been pretty good life so far.
Life in Saskatchewan, I think it's pretty darn good. I mean, nothing against BC, but I like Saskatchewan and Manitoba. That's where I spent the majority of my life. I think they're 2 pretty good places. Brett, good to catch up with you. Hopefully the Bombers can win another game here against the Millionaires at the Whitney Forum tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks, Hardy.
That's Brett Boehm. Of course, former Flin Flon Bomber from the past, former SJHL Rookie of the Year, and of course, former national champion with the last SJHL team to do have the Yorkton Terriers a number of years back. And this is our second intermission show once again here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
Chuckles the Elf here, representing Santa Claus. And I just want to say, it's enough with the milk and cookies already. What St. Nick really wants is the festive favorites feast from KFC. Original recipe chicken, large fries, popcorn chicken, home-style sides, and the addition of 4 Turtles 2-piece bars. If you want to stay off the naughty list and really make Santa go ho, 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 get the festive favorite feast from KFC. Maybe try one for yourself. KFC, so good.
we're back here at the Whitney Forum here tonight. Second edition show for the co-op. Let's see what's happening at the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard here tonight in the SJHL. Estevan Nipawin. Wow, Nipawin's come back. 3-3. Looks like they're going to overtime. Notre Dame surprises Humboldt today, 6-4. It's a big win for the Hounds.
Yeah, it was an early start there, 7 o'clock in Wilcox, and they upended them.
So with Notre Dame's win, that means they're just 2 points behind Estevan, although Estevan will get a point going into overtime here tonight. Kinders of Yorkton are 2-2 midway through the third. Battleford, a 5-3 lead on Weyburn after 2. And we do have a score. You said Melford up big time on Laurent, you said?
Yeah, 7-0 going into the third period.
Did you find out if that's a neutral site game or last
No, it's in Laurent. I think they're just having, obviously, issues with either the internet or whatever.
So Melford running away with that one, 7-0 in the third period. Alrighty, we're back here at the Whitney Forum. Sorry about that. A little bit of a glitch with the phone line here tonight. I'm not sure how much you got about that Brett Bain, Travis, but you can mention that again in our next stoppage of play. Flin Flon in front, 3-0. 17-20 to go here in the third period. Puck is played off the glass. That'll hit Harkness to go up to the Bomber bench there. So sorry about that trouble with our phone line. It's a little bit sketchy here in the Whitney Forum booth, but you're mentioning, I don't know how much you got into that point about Brett Bain. You might want to repeat it.
Yeah, just that, like I said, it's very special for my wife and I to have Brett back. He was our first billet 13 years ago, and we've loved billeting ever since. We've been very close with Brett and his family since then. We stay in touch as much as we can, and my son's actually living with Brett and his wife and his family right now, living in Saskatoon, playing hockey there. So it's very special for us to have Brett here this weekend helping out Cole McKegg.
And like I mentioned to you, it seems like literally yesterday that he played here. I mean, boy, the years just fly by, but tremendous player, and obviously still has his heart here in Flin Flon. Great to have him on the bench here helping out Cole McKegg here this weekend. Bombers get the puck in behind the Melville net. Braywald able to get it free. We got another melee back there. That was between Alexander. Here's a chance for Lee, splitting the D. And he can't get it past Morcourt. I think he's going to get a penalty here, Travis.
I think it's going to Morcourt.
Exactly. Morcourt went down, and he came out, a.k.a. Dominic Hasek-like. And he kind of came out and challenged him big time and took him down. And that's going to be a penalty against the Bomber netminder. So Melville going to get a chance to go back on the power play here for the third time tonight. And we mentioned it earlier tonight, they had to get a goal on that second chance. They got to get a goal here on this one.
Yeah, and I don't know how much I agree with this penalty. I don't want to be considered a homer by all means. I call a spade, but Marquardt is.
Well, he doesn't like the call either.
Well, no, and I mean he's coming out to challenge to play the puck, and for him to have that defender draped over him, and he kind of kicked his leg out and tripped him up. But nonetheless, 2 or less for the Mills.
Mills on the power play. There's a chance. I think it's saved by Marquardt. Took the stick out of his head. The puck is then picked up and sent back down the ice. And the busy netminder tonight for the Millionaires will let his team pick that puck up, and they'll get back to center. Here comes Carlson quickly across the Bomber line. Drop that one back. And Zacharias back in the goal for Carlson, who I've really been impressed with, especially on the specialty teams. He's been great. Harkness, the blue line, will hang on. Sends a pass to Rothke, gets it back, fires that through target. There's a save again by Morcourt, picked up by Yakimchuk around the boards. Harkness, though, anticipates that, gets there in plenty of time. Chance in front of backhander by Carlson. Save made again by Kenny Morcourt. And the Millionaires, their power play looks good. They move the puck around well. They just haven't been able to find that guy that could bury.
Well, and Flin Flon's keeping him to the outside, but to save, to go on the other side of it, though, Marquardt had to make 2 really good saves there. One from the point that, through traffic, nice blocker save, and then that one there to cover up the rebound.
Bombers win the face-off in their own zone. Can't clear the ball. They get a break there. Zacharias couldn't hold it in. They'll flip that one back to Harkness at center. There's Rothke. Back to Harkness again. Back to Rothke. Rothke will grab it to center. His backhand pass finds Carlson down the wing. Sends that one wide. Lees can't catch up with it. Mounier back then. He gets a hold of it around the boards, but Flin Flon still can't clear. Harkness will hold it in. Harkness back to Carlson, back of the goal. Marsden draped all over him. Now he's trying to hold it up for a stoppage. The play falls down. Carlson digs the puck free. They'll move it back to blue line. Harkness waits for it. Back up front. Rothke, a chance. Good chance. Rebound. Oh, fired wide. I think that one hit the goalpost as well. Carlson wide open net, but he couldn't put it in. Here's Rothke again, shooting it. Save made by Morcourt. They're getting a lot of good chances here on the power play. 17 seconds remaining in the power play. There's under 50 minutes to go in the third period. Rothke, the redirection. Redirected off the post that time by Olsen. Marsden's stick, I think, is in the net.
Yeah, it looks like it's broken in the back of the net.
Zacharias will get the pass back at the blue line. Nice pass inside. Carlson shoots it. That got blocked. Marsden still without a stick. The puck is picked up back of the net, and Flin Flon will get it down the ice. That'll be a nicely called against Flin Flon. The good news is, good news, bad news, Flin Flon will not be able to change, but Morrison will at least be able to get a new stick down.
Yeah, great penalty kill there. Like you had said, definitely a do-or-die situation at that point for the Mills to get try to get back in this game.
Power play.
2 goal posts, and I don't know what happened in front there when they kind of redirected past Marquardt, but nonetheless, still 3-0 there for the Flin Flon Bombers.
A lot of tremendous chances. Brady takes the face-off here against Gruner. He'll win the draw. Flin Flon back on their heels a little bit, but they did kill the penalty. Melville 0 for 3 tonight. That's going to be an icing call again. As I'll send it the length of the ice. Chemnitz will touch up, and he'll come back. Another face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. 14-18 to go. Shots. 9-2 right. Melville here in the third period.
Is that right?
Well, I mean, yeah, they only had 20 after 2. They got 29 up on the board. Well, I mean, that power play, they must have had 4 or 5 good shots there.
Yeah.
The Mills are coming out with a purpose here in this third period, looking to get a goal here. Off the face-off, it's Gruner. He'll flip the puck out. Chemnitz got crossed up, but he got it back anyway. Fed that pass back over to Hicks. Puck is intercepted, hits Ringer skate, will come back inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Tanchuk. Moves it back to Schaefer. Pass over to Arbery. Jewett intercepted that one. Perini. Played it back to Chemnitz. And Chemnitz then feeds it over to Hicks. Had some trouble handling that one. Now he'll get a hold of it. Sends it back to center ice. Piccinino tried to get a stick on that one. Arbery loses the handle. Intercepted. Fired in by Jewett. On target. Morcourt to save. Picked up by Schaefer. Got the Mills changing. But Flin will throw it back up the middle. Kidding takes that one from Arbery, and he'll start to skate across the Bomber line. He'll get a hold of it. Throws it in back of the Bomber net. Morrison in there. Tapped away from him. Picked up by Piccinino for Flin Flon. Piccinino's pass to Seitz. Back to Piccinino. To Seitz. Up the left side. Can't get the shot away. Intercepted in the corner. Puck picked up here by Allard. Allard has it for the Mills. Up the middle. Yakubchuk keys that one up back to center. Hit a skate. Morrison gets it for the Mills. Back across the Bomber blue line. Dropped it back to Allard. Allard's backhander. Stopped by Morcourt. Rebound to the corner. Picked up by Piccinino. He'll chip it out. All Mills so far in this third period. Very, very similar to last night's game. Flin Flon controlling things pretty good the first 2 periods, but the third period, Melville played well last night. They're even better tonight. Here's a chance for Alexander. Barreling down the right side. Taken down the last second here by Harkness. And the Mills will get the puck, and they'll flip it back up the middle. Cut off that time by Smith. Bombers dump it in deep this time. Alexander after it. He and Harkness have had pretty good battles going the last couple of games. They collide again inside the Melville zone. Big body checking behind the play. Mills sent it in, a big shot. Kicked away that time by Marquardt. The fans like that one. Alexander, definitely a crowd pleaser, I'll tell you that. Ewan tried to get some room. Chemnitz held him up. Rothke will get it back from Melville to center. Stick handling to center. Lost the handle to Stitten. He's got a goal in this game. Stitten will flip the puck in. Hicks will go back to get it in the corner. Here's Hicks. Up the boards. Comes back to center. Carruthers a goal tonight as well. Back to Gruner, no room. He'll flip it back to Tanchuk in his own zone. Here's Schaefer. Center ice to Muka. Here's a chance for Carruthers. Picks it up out front. He had Gruner going to the front of the net. With a good defensive play that time by Hicks to knock it away. But Flin will dump it right back in. Gruner after it. Pass out front. Carruthers wide open net. Muka can't find the handle. Tanchuk to the blue line. Here's Schaefer. He'll hang on. Dishes it off. Quick chance. Gruner off the right shoulder that time of the netminder, Tamischuk. Here's Rothke. What a setup to Ryder Muka. You talk about a guy that can't find a goal this year.
Honestly, to try to get his first in junior hockey, he's had multiple opportunities to snake it.
What a great setup that was. Gruner will get the puck out. The puck will roll back inside the Mill zone. It will be icing. He gives me the impression once he gets that first goal, then I think you're going to see him start to score a little bit more.
Yeah, he's got good looks and great opportunities here. And I mean, snake bit is a good term to use there. But like you said, it's only a matter of time. And then I think once that monkey's off the back, it'll just flow.
Well, he's having the same problem now that a number of Bombers had back in October. There were nobody could score with all those great setups as well. Once they got some confidence, got some goals, look at them now.
Yeah, you squeeze the stick a little tighter, and it's in your mind as much as you don't want it to be, but it is, right?
Muka will flip that one to the line. It's knocked down, but he'll get it back again. Muka to center. Across the line, loses the handle. Puck is turned over to Bell's Isles, and he'll dump it back in Flin Flon territory. There's Lee, a big forward for Melville in there to grab that one. Pinned up along the boards this time by Marsden. Ringer will get the puck here for Flin Flon. Ringer to center. Gets a hold of it, flips it back inside the Mill zone. Couple Bombers in there after it, but it's the Melville defenseman, Rodman, that gets there first. Flipped it back to center. Cormier throws a body check, knocked the puck down. Good work here by Cormier. His pass gets intercepted, comes back to the Bomber side of center. There's Mounier. Back up the middle to Ringer. He'll chip the puck in. Lees barrels after it. Had a guy open out front. Hits the stick, comes back to blue line. Yakupchuk spins and fires, and good glove save made that time by Kabastuk. And Joey Lee's no points tonight, but he's hustled and has had himself a pretty decent game.
Yeah, doing all the things right there, and another one that's able to do everything right tonight is Cormier, Carter Cormier. He's got a goal tonight and almost had a redirection there in front. So yeah,
trying to play physical as well. Media timeout. We'll take a break. Flin Flon in front 3-0 here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Bailey Homes provides a ready-to-move home as unique as you and your family.
Okay.
From their expertise to the planning, the quality of the build, to the care of the move, they allow you to take the stress out of home construction. Let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. Family-owned and operated with lots of experience building and moving homes to the north. Visit Bailey-Homes.ca or call 204-903-5220.
Bubbly sparkling water is the best. It has the fizz that gives the zest. With lots of flavors, there's no contest, cause you know bubbly.
What are you doing?
Just rapping about bubbly sparkling water to tell people how good it is.
Is that really necessary?
Well, I wanted to,
Why don't you just tell them that bubbly sparkling water has no sugar, no calories, and it gives you that refreshing and delicious taste you crave?
I think that's a better idea.
Arctic Beverages, proud supplier of bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
9:57 remaining in the hockey game. Shots a lot closer now all of a sudden. 38-32 in the Bombers' favor on the frontline shot clock. It was 25-8 after one. So give Melville credit. They've obviously gotten better as the night's gone on. So again, 38-32 the shots in favor of Flin Flon here. Here's a steal by Piccinino. Piccinino to the front of the net. Lost the handle. Grabbed out front. He gets it again. And he scores. Off the post and in. And that might be the final dagger in the coffin tonight. Piccinino starts it off, makes a nifty move, loses the handle. Then the puck goes back to that right back out front. He ain't going to miss. A big goal for Piccinino. It's fourth of the year.
No, that's big for Piccinino there. Another guy that's kind of been held off the score sheet for the most part of the season there. 4 goals is, something that, you didn't see you expect from him. But he
battled some injuries this year,
absolutely, and he does things right even when he's not scoring there. And there's another opportunity, another great goal there for him tonight.
So Piccinino will pick up his fourth of the year. Flin Flon in front 4-0. 9.5 minutes to go here in the third period. As the Bombers after the faceoff will dump the puck back inside the Mill zone. There's Hicks back to get it. Off the glass. Redirects back to the Bomber blue line. There's Yakupchuk. Gets rid of it quickly. Cormier played it back to Smith. Smith's got some room. He'll hang on to it. Now he'll pass it. Picked up by Ringer. Out front they had Lees there. Pass a little bit behind him. And the puck is redirected back to center. Marsden there to grab it here for Flin Flon. He'll play that back to Mounier. So a 4-0 Flin Flon lead. A big goal here from Anthony Piccinino. Ringer held off the sheet so far tonight, but boy, he's had another good game here tonight. Mills will tap the puck back inside the Flin Flon zone. Morcourt the save. He'll shovel that back to the goal. Picked up here by Marsden. Marsden back to center. Ewan tied up, but he'll get it in deep. There's Cregan there for Melville. He's got it. Lost the handle. Bell's Isles ties up here with Stitton. Puck deep inside the Melville zone. Flin Flon trying to get it free. The blue line knocked down by Schaefer. Here's Tanchuk. Back out front, looking for the redirection is Ewan. And the goaltender, Tabastuk, will get his stick on it and redirect it over the glass and out of play. But a big goal for Anthony Piccinino.
Yeah, from Reed Arbery and Pierce Yakupchuk there. Like you said, Piccinino had a good opportunity in front, lost it. Arbery was was behind the net. Nice pass in front and nice redirect there by Piccinino.
Face off back in the Melville zone, the right of the goaltender, Tavistock. Mills get control. Carlson, who's been as good as any Melville forward tonight, will drop that back. Then it's picked up. He'll get the return pass. Carlson to center. Quickly across the bomber line. Carlson gets a chance. Shoots it on target. Save made. More court. Puck bouncing in front of the bomber net. They will clear it. Alexander after it. Alexander gets it back out front. Hit a leg. Mills have it. They'll turn it back up the ice. Here's the pass to Hodge. Hodge across the bomber line by himself as the rest of the line was changing. And he tried to take out 4 guys, and we know how that always goes, but a good effort from him nonetheless. Puck set back inside Melville territory. Here's the pass to Rothke over top of his stick. And icing called. Flin Flon in front 4-0 here with 7.5 to go in the third period.
You can say all you want about the depth of the Flin Flon Bombers and the experience they have with the 20-year-olds and bringing in Marsden and stuff like that. But that line of Alexander and Stinton and Ewan there, they're all 18 and under. Like imagine them 3 years from now if they stick together even as a line, right? Like lots of danger there.
Marini will grab the puck back of the Melville net. They try to center it out front. There's a steal here by Gruner. Spins and fires. The redirection in front by Buka. Again, a good chance, but that one hit the defenseman. Rothke comes back the other way. Made a nifty move at center. Rothke across the bomber line. He'll hang on to it. Rothke brings it in deep. Rothke back of the goal. Still has control. Throws it back of the net. Big body check there as Kidding goes down. Flin Flon will clear the puck out. Hicks will grab it at his blue line. Plays that one back in front. Mills trying to set things up to Rothke at center. Bounced away. But Flin Flon can't get the puck out. Smith, the bomber D-man, back of his own net. Lost the handle here, but picked right up here by Mounier. Mounier tries to skate it out. He gets it to center. Nuka shoveled it ahead that time for Piccinino. Cut off this time by Kurting. Corner to Hicks. Hicks ends up hitting Lee's skate. Comes right back inside the Melville zone. Here's Piccinino. Trying to feed that back to Arbery. Hit his skate. Will roll back in the Flin Flon zone. Takes a body check that time, courtesy of Braywald. Melville now decided that they want to play the body a little bit more physically. Probably should have played a little bit more like this in the first couple of periods, but they've been coming hard here in this third period. Puck comes out, comes back to center. Grabbed here by Bells-Isles. Bells-Isles. He'll dump it back in. Marsden there for Flin Flon back of his own net, up the boards. And it makes its way past the defenseman that time, Cregan. Cregan to Morrison. He'll chip it back in. Marsden there for Flin Flon. A couple big boys here as Lee goes in on him in the corner. Under 6 minutes remaining. Puck dug free this time by Ringer, but right back in the corner. Boy, Marsden and Lee not giving up an inch either way. Probably the two biggest guys on the ice.
Yeah.
And finally, it's held up in the corner for a stoppage of play. 5:34 remaining. 4-0 Flin Flon. A big goal here by Piccinino in the third period. Yorkton looks like they've beaten Kiddersley tonight 4-3. Holy cow, North Battleford an 8-3 lead on Weyburn now in the third period. Melfort was up big time in their game, 7-0, and still no winner declared on Nipawin tonight. 3-3, I believe that game is in overtime. Of course, the Hawks beat the Bruins 5-3 last night. Cormier, big game for him. A goal and very physical in this game. Goes the puck to the blue line. It comes out. Here's Ringer racing after it. Ringer will pick up the puck inside the Melville zone. Feeds it back to blue line. Cormier knocked it down. Hangs on. Rips it wide. What happened to Lee's here? He's shaking up. There's a shot off the mask again. Flin Flon trying to put that one in. Lee's shaking up. He gets back up, and now we got Ringer knocked down the side of the net. You see what happened to Lee's there?
No, I missed that. I was it was behind the play, and I was looking here, and Lee's was down behind the net.
He's back up. Seems to be okay. A little bit shaken up. You can see he's kind of nestled over a little bit as he makes his way back to the Bomber bench. I'm not sure what happened to him. But you're right, it was way behind the play. But it'll be interesting now to see what kind of happens. The final 5 minutes. The game maybe a little bit out of reach right now. See if we get any extracurricular activities here late in this game. Face off back in the Melville zone. Off the draw. Hicks can't get his stick free. Alexander continues to work hard there, trying to get the puck free as well. Grab free by Kemyas. The Melville captain had to be careful. Oh, big hit there. Alexander took him to the corner. Oh, look out. There's a hit from behind. Ewan didn't like that. He'll come over right away. And like I said, Travis, it could get dicey here in the final 4.5 minutes. That didn't look good there.
No, it didn't look good there. It was kind of retaliation, obviously, after a big hit there by Alexander just prior to what happened there. The captain for the Mills taking exception to that. And good on Ewan to come in there and help out his line mate.
So it's going to be another Flin Flon Bomber power play. 1 for 4 in this game. It's a cross-checking call. And the Bombers will get one more chance. They do have a power play goal here tonight, like we mentioned. Good old Brent Kracholski going to be our Pepsi power play contestant tonight. Gets his products at the Gateway. Another longtime supporter of the team. Good luck to Brent. And the Bombers scored the power play. He'll win a 12-pack of Pepsi, again, courtesy of Arctic Beverages, your local dealer of Pepsi Cola in northern Manitoba and Saskatchewan. We'll see what Flin Flon can do on this late power play. There's a chance for Carruthers. Has a goal tonight, but that one knocked away. Flin Flon holds it in. Ringer along the boards. We'll drop it back to blue line. Tanchuk waits for it over to Carruthers. Won't shoot it. Back out front to Ringer. Ringer through traffic, finds a way to bob and weave here, gets out front, fires the backhander just wide. There's Piccinino. Back of the goal for Gruner. Works it out front to Ringer at the blue line. Ringer will hang on. He's there for Tanchuk out front to Carruthers. Tanchuk again. Shoots it. That one just missed. Carruthers. It's a hold of the rebound, just holds it in, but throws it away. Intercepted here by Carlson, and he'll flip it back in the Flin Flon zone. 1:04 to go in the power play. 3.5 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Flin Flon leads at 4-0. Here's Tanchuk. Nice pass onside. Gruner has got a break. Gruner there front of the net. Can't get the shot away. Good job there by Rodman. He got to get cross-checked to the ice. That could have been a penalty. Flin Flon will hold it in. That's out front for Gruner again. Walks in, rips it. That one got blocked. Never made it through. Lees gets it back out front. Schaefer shot. Blocked that time by Baywald. That'll force Schaefer back to his own blue line. Flipped it ahead. Gruner will pick it up again inside the Melville zone. Down the left side, gets it in deep. Lost the handle, but Schaefer holds it in. Back out front. Opportunity, you in the backhander. There's a stick laying there. And that's broken in half, and that kind of blocked it, but a nice job by Schaefer to knock it down the blue line and find Ewan alone in front of the net there.
Yeah, nice play there at the line there to keep the puck in. Another good power play here for the Bombers. Not a lot of chances, lots of play, lots of control deep in that Melville zone, moving the puck around, and the power plays definitely look a lot better tonight than they did the last night for sure.
Zacharias wins the faceoff. He'll get it down the ice. 14 seconds remaining in the Flin Flon power play. There's Marquardt in the corner. Shovel it over to Schaefer. He'll swing that pass to Leo Sights. Sights to center ice. Dumps it back in Melville territory. It's partially blocked back in the goal by Tabashek. Stolen here by Lees. He'll hold it in. Back to 5 aside. Flin Flon a chance in front. The redirection by Cormier. Another big save again by Tabashek. That'll do it for the Bomber power play. 1 for 5. And they've now hit 46 shots in the game. So Flin Flon right now just looking for the shot clock. You got the referee standing in front of the shot clock. It's 14-12 Melville here in the third period.
I mean, Flin Flon was down in shots there to start the period, so to come back here, obviously a power play really helps, but definitely different end of the second or third period here for the Bombers.
Mills win the draw. They'll dump it back to center. Rocky quickly on top of this, gets a shot away. Long shot kicked away by Marquardt. Yakimchuk got the rebound, played that one ahead to Alexander, can't clear it out. Puck bouncing. Flin Flon try to clear it out. Allard will hold it in. Good job that time by Smith to play the body. Good, nice check that time on Allard. Flin Flon will dump the puck back in Melville territory. Hicks there to collect this one. Arbery on top of him. Hicks, look out! Alexander takes a run at him right in front of the Melville bench. Alexander's trying to make a name for himself in this league. Oh, he hits hard, and he seems to throw the body checks right at the right times. Here's Arbery. Back to center ice again. He'll dump that one. That's definitely a crunch of the game material for sure. As the Bombers will flip the puck back inside the Melville zone. Muka, nice body check there as the puck is chipped to the blue line. Melville will get it back to center. Jewett will get the puck in deep, try to throw it out front, hit a leg, picked up here by Hodge out front, puck laying there. Bombers get the puck to line, Rodman will hold it in. Sends that one wide of the goal. Puck comes out front, Marquardt down again. Puck loose in front of him. And cleared off the glass and down the ice. Rodman there to collect that with a minute remaining in the game. Played it ahead to Harkness. Shot got blocked, came right back inside the Melville zone. Harkness gets it back to Freedy at center. He'll bank that off the boards inside Flin Flon territory. There's Schaefer. He'll simply flip it out. Rodman waited for it at center, knocked that one down. Comes it back at Flin Flon territory. Picked up here by Schaefer back of the goal. So he's going to pass ahead to Lees. Back to Cormier. Broke it up that time by Rodman. Puck sent back into Flin Flon zone. 25 seconds remaining. Melville one last chance. The backhander. Another puck off the mask of Morcourt, if you can believe it. Now Cormier's got it. They'll skate with it to center. Cormier, nifty move here on the D-man. Curtis and ran out of room. Got the puck in tight. Made a really good move on him, though. He's knocked to the ice now. Puck sent back out front. Yakubchuk knocks it down. His quick shot. Off Lee and over the glass and out of play. 3.2 seconds to go. Flin Flon going to pick up their 9th straight victory.
And, good on Marquardt here to, make some big saves down the stretch here. Couple goal scrambles, able to make some big stops there. And obviously, like I said before, all systems to go here for the team to help out there in that great win here for the Flin Flon Bombers.
Kenny Marquardt will pick up the shutout. Full marks there. A masterful performance by him. You see all the players gathered around, and they should be. A great game here by Kenny Marquardt tonight. And you're right, he didn't have a lot of easy saves, did he?
No, he didn't. But in saying that, it was a great team win here tonight for the Flin Flon Bombers. From the crease out, everyone was playing to the top of their game when asked upon.
Flin Flon did what they had to do to pick up another victory here tonight. And some good momentum going into North Battleford, who's red hot as well. That should be a great weekend set coming up to Battleford Friday and Saturday night. So Flin Flon wind up with 46 shots here tonight. And you got to wonder tonight this game, speaking of goaltending, how good Kenny Marquardt was picking up the shutout. I think he led the league in shutouts last year. Gets his first this season. Where would Melville have been tonight those first couple periods without Kabishchuk, especially that first period?
Yeah.
But Flin Flon got 25 shots.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Last night was the same way. Flin Flon had great goaltending. Melville had great goaltending. It was a much lower scoring game. But tonight, Marquardt getting the shutout. It could have been a heck of a worse game here for the Mills after the first period. They picked up the Sox, especially in the third period here, and on the power play at the beginning there. They turned it around.
We talked about this when we signed on here tonight. Kenny Marquardt, like the Bombers, had start to the season, September, October, but I'll tell you what, he had a .928 save percentage his last 5 hockey games. That's only going to get better now. I mean, and he played well. I mean, he had a lot of work. I mean, Melville wound up with 36 shots in this game.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and it's a tale of 2 seasons here. I mean, we're not even into Christmas yet, but the way that the Bombers started, their scoring was down, goaltending wasn't. They weren't getting the key saves when they needed it. Things turned around, bring some players in, rejuvenated some of the guys that were, maybe walling a little bit, and things are turning around for this Bomber Club. Obviously, I mean, there were 8 in a row here now, right? 9 in a row, right? Sorry, stand corrected, but in saying that, like we talked about earlier, 9 in a row, but you're still sitting in the middle of the pack, right?
So this is interesting, and I was thinking of this as the final few seconds were ticking down here. For as good as a team that Flin Flon had last year, I don't think they won 9 in a row last year, did they?
I don't think they won 9 in a row, and I don't think they went undefeated in a month. Did they last year?
I think they did it once, I thought.
Once during the season there, but so
I don't remember them winning 9 in a row.
No, I don't think they did. They had a hot start, and I think they went on a really good stretch there, but
maybe, I mean, because there's a difference between winning 9 in a row and being unbeaten in 9.
That's right. two different
and so you have the overtime losses and stuff. But anyway, tremendous run for this team this year, and they need all these points because, like we said, it is tight. But at least with the 4 points against Melville, that's one of the teams that they were battling head-to-head here. So Flin Flon will move up to 31 points, at least for the time being. Are tied for second overall, but like we said, Battleford well in front of Weyburn tonight. So it looks like it's going to be a showdown for second place at the Access Communications Center next weekend.
Well, and even with that, Melford's on a 8-game heater as well, and they're sitting at the top of the league with
just 4 losses for them this year.
36 points, right? Now 38 tonight. So
yeah.
So it's
21-4,
right? So, but it's still tight, 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Right? I don't remember the last time that the parity in this league is what it is, and it's going to make for a great after Christmas down the stretch, and it's going to make for a great playoff run.
It certainly will. We're going to take a break. We still have lots to get to from the Whitney Forum here tonight. We'll come back with a look at the final scoring summary, all our post-game show awards, the Great North post-game report, and of course tee things up for the Battlefords, that big head-to-head series coming up this Friday and Saturday at Access Communications Center, first meeting of the year between those two clubs. Flin Flon wins it 4-0. Kenny Marquardt, he gets the 36 save shutout, and the Bombers pick up their 9th straight victory here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Northland Ford proudly supports the Flin Flon Bombers throughout the SJHL season. We know that the Bombers will play tough like the Ford F-150, the toughest truck on the market for over 40 years. Northland Ford helping the community cheer on the Bombers as they work to bring a championship to the best fans in the league, and they provide you with the best selection on their lot.
2 after this for the third.
In the North, for the North, Northland Ford, the dealership
so 6,
tell your friends about.
9.
When you're looking to entertain, go to the North of 53 Co-op first. From deli trays, veggie platters, cheese plates, you name it, the Co-op not only has what you need, but what you want. Plus everything pre-made from the exotic to the classic, so you can be the great guest or heroic host. All this Christmas season at the North of 53 Co-op, you're at home there.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
Well, 9 straight wins for the Flin Flon Bombers as they knock off the Melville Millionaires tonight by a score of 4-0, and to pick up, of course, the weekend sweep with a 3-1 victory yesterday. Let's run down the final scoring summary here tonight. Who would have thought it? The first goal of the game tonight by Wyatt Stinton, his third from Alexander and Mounier at the 11:51 mark would stand up as the game winner tonight, but it does.
Yeah, and it was generated off of a great forecheck there by Alexander, and we talked about Alexander throughout the course of the game and that line in general, but every time he's out there, the crowd cheers for something, a big hit or a good play, and I mean he's young, and like I talked about, it's going to be scary what he's going to be like in three years here, but he generated that off the forecheck, nice one-timer to Stinton in front, and bingo.
Stands up as the game winner. Flin Flon would get a couple more goals, of course. Cormier would come back to the only power play goal of the game, his 9th from Ewan and Lees. That came at 15:40, made it 2-0 Flin Flon after 20 minutes of play. The one goal in the second, Carruthers just basically tried to feed that one out front to Gruner. Redirects off a Millionaire for his third. Marsden and Muka the assists on that one, 11:35. And Piccinino would get a goal. A nice setup. He started things off, got a good chance, got denied. Arbery gets the puck back in the net, throws it right back out front. He scores his 4th at 10:22. Yakimchuk a second assist on that one. And that's all the offense tonight. Flin Flon wins it, like we said, by a score of 4-0. Melville outshot Flin Flon in that third period, 14-12. The Bombers get the shot total for the game, though, with 46. Melville, not a bad total. I'm sure if I was to say to Doug Johnson before the game tonight, he'd get 36 shots on net. He probably would have taken that. Bad puck luck. They had a couple real goal line scrambles. Probably should have got a couple goals there, and had a goal post on one of their power plays earlier in the game, so had some chances, but just couldn't bury the puck tonight. Melville finishes up 0 for 3 on the power play, and Flin Flon will finish up 1 for 5. We'll take another quick break, come back with your post-game show awards momentarily. Again, 9 straight wins for Flin Flon, a 4-0 victory here at the Whitney Forum on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
The magic of Christmas is now at Shane's.
All I want for Christmas is Lego.
All I want for Christmas is a Bluetooth speaker by Ultimate Ears.
All I want for Christmas is a new laptop.
All I want for Christmas is VTech toys.
All I want for Christmas is the biggest TV my wife will let me get.
All I want for Christmas is for everyone
6
to
and
be
then the
happy.
extra.
Get the magic you're looking for this Christmas at Shane's in the Attica Mall.
Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
McDonald's is a big supporter of local sports in the North and are very happy to sponsor the Flin Flon Bomber broadcast. Check out the McValue menu and items under $4. The baked muffins for $2.19, chicken stack wraps $2.79, hamburgers $2.69, the sausage McMuffin $2.79, Junior McChicken $3.29, and the cheeseburger only $2.99. Small fries for $2.49 and 2 pies $1.99. McDonald's at the Flin Flon location at Walmart, also offering curbside pickup. Download the app, collect McDonald's rewards for free food, and sit and relax in the comfort of your own vehicle and await your order. McDonald's wishes the Flin Flon Bombers lots of success in the 2024-25 season.
The Why Wait for Christmas event is back at Great North GM. Experience employee pricing on heavy-duty trucks. But that's not all. Get $10,000 off their 24 Yukons, Yukon XLs, Tahoes, and Suburbans, plus $500 to $3,000 off selected new units. They'll even make you a special deal. Pick a Christmas gift to get either $500, $1,000, or $1,500 cash back. You'll be saying Christmas came early at Great North GM. Check out the Why Wait for Christmas event on now, because it's always a great day at Great North GM.
All right, we're back here at the Whitney Forum. Cole McCaig has made his way up to the booth here tonight. We're just chatting, Cole, before we had a chance to jump on the air. Pretty solid victory for your team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, that first goal by Wyatt Stinton really set the tone for our group here, and a couple big hits by Landon Alexander to kind of, just set the precedence early for us. And, we wanted to be more physical than we were last night, and I think we accomplished that for sure.
Yeah, you were definitely the more physical game again here tonight. How about the play at Kenny Moorcourt? Melville winds up with 36 shots, a lot around the net. They had their opportunities, but Moorcourt played well.
Yeah, extremely proud of Kenny here tonight. I mean, obviously with us bringing in Keeps, I think Kenny's really stepped up his game. You look at his previous 4 starts, since we brought in Keeps, and Kenny's got like a .937 save percentage. Yeah. So he's played extremely well lately, and he was big for us tonight. Melville had some grade A scoring chances, and we had some breakdowns, especially in the second period there, and he came up big for us.
He certainly did, and some timely goals here tonight. You finally get a power play goal.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't pretty by any means, but sometimes you need a little bit of a greasy goal in the power play.
I thought a pretty good shot by Cormier there to score that.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a mad scramble, I think, but no, it was big for them. I know Unit 2, they had a couple good looks last night, but they had some ugly moments too. They obviously haven't played together. We kind of had to throw those guys together with Semp and Lepper out in Camrose, but yeah, really happy for them to build their confidence heading into next weekend.
Speaking of confidence, Cole, 9 straight wins. It must feel pretty good in that locker room, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely hard to win 2 or 3 games in a row in this league, just with the parity and with our travel and everything like that. So going up against a pretty tough opponent in Melville, obviously winning both is absolutely huge for us. Now when you look at the standings, we've passed them, and we got a game or 2 in hand on them, so it's big.
And we were talking about this actually before you jumped up here. I mean, for as good a team as you had last year, I don't think you ever reeled off 9 straight wins, did you?
We probably did. I know we went perfect the one month. I think we won 7 in a row for sure. I don't have the stats on me or the schedule, but we probably did. I just don't really remember when. So
pretty good run for this team, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at the turnover that we had from last year's roster, and then having to bring in some pieces throughout preseason and right before the season started with Cormier and Ringer, and obviously getting Carruthers about a month ago and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, obviously with the turnover that we had, for us to be doing what we're doing right now, it's pretty special. It's a special group in that locker room.
Now we look forward to the Battleford Stars. That should be a great weekend set coming up. Of course, Battleford winning big time tonight. Looks like they had an 8-3 lead in the third period. I'm assuming they're going to win that game. So it'll be a showdown for second place at Access Communications Center coming up next weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for next weekend. We have a pretty good rivalry with Battlefords. I think every year that I've been here, we've we've played them in the playoffs every time, you know.
Seems like it, yeah.
So it's it wouldn't shock me if we see them again in the springtime. They have a very good team. You know, they have a lot of guys that have championship experience in that locker room, and obviously Merrick, you know, he's one of the top goaltenders in the league. You know, he was one of them last year before he left for the Western League, and it's going to be a good challenge for our group, especially doing it on the road here.
Well, you mentioned Merrick, that he's turned their whole season around.
He has, yeah. I mean, I know they went through a little bit of a period where they were kind of, you know, struggling in net, and obviously with him being familiar with the league and everything like that, he's, you know, he's probably been, you know, arguably their MVP so far.
So it should be some pretty tight hockey games, some great goaltending, and again, you'll have to go at it without, of course, Semp and Lepper, of course, will not be back in time for next weekend, but it's next man up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what we talked about all week, is just that next man up mentality. And I know there was a few guys that played this weekend that were pretty banged up and everything like that, and kudos to them for stepping up. You know, they easily could have told, you know, myself and J-Rock that, you know, they were in too much pain to go, but they gutted it out, and there was a couple of them that got rewarded, you know, for it on the score sheet, and, you know, I'm happy that they were, you know, able to contribute in tonight's win.
And again, before you leave, well, let's comment on Marston's play. I know that you were happy with his game last night. In my opinion, I think he was better tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I think first game there's obviously going to be a little bit of, you know, nerves and stuff like that. You get that first game out of the way, and then, you know, I thought he was a little more calm tonight, didn't try to do too much, you know, continue to bring that physical element that, you know, I think that we've been missing for quite some time on the back end, and, you know, really confident individual, knows what he is as a player, which I really like, and, yeah, I mean, we kind of had to throw him in the fire there and throw him on the penalty kill without any practice and stuff like that, and I thought he did a really good job.
He did. He played well, but a great team victory. Two great team victories here. I mean, Melville, a pretty good hockey club, well coached, we all know that, and to outscore them 7-1 in the two games, I mean, that's a nice way to send you off for those two road games coming up.
Yeah, it's a good way for us to build some confidence here, and it kind of shows the guys in the dressing room that, you know, obviously Leps and Senny, they're huge. They play huge roles on this team, but it shows that, you know, we have a ton of depth on our team, whether it's up front or on the back end, and, you know, it doesn't matter who we put in, they're gonna contribute. You know, you look at our fourth line tonight, you know, like I said, Stinton had a big goal for us, and Rhett Ewan was all over the puck, and I mean, Landon Alexander, like you know, he's the definition of a bomber. I mean, he plays so hard, and he hits like a truck, and he gets in on the forecheck, and he does the little things, and like, you watch him, you wouldn't be able to tell that he's been out of action since, you know, before main camp.
Yeah,
you know,
kidding.
so like, again, like, it just shows the depth that we have on this team.
Sounds good. Quickly, departure time Thursday or Friday?
We're gonna go Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna practice at 9 a.m. I'm sure Dale Zimmer and Sal are listening right now, so we're gonna be on the ice at 9 a.m. on Thursday, and then we'll take off right after that.
So what time is that basically for me that's going to jump on the bus?
It'll be probably a 10:30 load.
Or you invited me to come out for a little bit of a skate with the team before we jump on the bus.
You know what? You should go out with Sal. Sal usually goes out at about 8:30 in the morning.
Too early for me. Can I come out and practice with the team before we head out?
I think the boys would love that. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah, you could show them a thing or two.
I don't think I could. I don't even know if I could put a pair of skates on anymore. Anyway, Cole, great weekend. Congratulations. 2 big wins against a good team, and I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have a playoff atmosphere in a great hockey town, great atmosphere in that building, too, and like you said, a really good rivalry between these two clubs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got a lot of alumni out near Battleford and Saskatoon and stuff, so I would expect, you know, a lot of them to show up to the games. I mean, it's going to be great hockey for sure. You got two heavyweights going at it, and yeah, I'm really excited.
Thanks for coming up, Cole. Congratulations. Nice job this weekend, and we'll see you, I guess, on Thursday if I don't see you before.
Thanks, Hardy.
Cole McKegg, the Flin Flon Bomber acting head coach this weekend. One last break, and we will get to those post-game show awards momentarily. Travis Rideout's got everything all picked, ready to go. Well, he'll join us momentarily here. Last break with 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Gourmet pizza is back at Chicken Chef. Yes, it's the triumphant return of full flavor. Enjoy the house-made meat sauce on the meatballer pizza. Spice things up with the Thai chicken. Balance sweet and spicy with the Hawaiian, or keep it classy with Chicken Chef's Italian classic CC's Margarita Pizza with their signature dough. Let your taste buds lead you with the gourmet pizza menu at Chicken Chef, where it always feels like home.
Life is a contact sport. Sometimes it hurts, but thanks to Chiropractic on Main, it doesn't have to. Everything about your ankles depends on a good foundation from below. Have your feet work for you, not against you. Get into Chiropractic on Main across from the post office today. Don't suffer from agony or defeat any longer. Chiropractic on Main, feel the difference in every step.
Chuckles the Elf here, representing Santa Claus. And I just want to say, it's enough with the milk and cookies already. What St. Nick really wants is the festive favorites feast from KFC. Original recipe chicken, large fries, popcorn chicken, home-style sides, and the addition of 4 turtles 2-piece bars. If you want to stay off the naughty list and really make Santa go ho, 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 get the festive favorite feast from KFC. Maybe try one for yourself. KFC, so good.
Tell you what, that does sound good. Travis Rideout, KFC 3-star selection. Who you got?
For a 3rd star, we'll go with Taylor Tavashnuk. 44 save performance.
Yeah, he was good.
Sorry, 42 save performance tonight. Had an excellent game last night there. Big undertaking for a young guy to come into the Whitney Forum and perform as well as he did over 2 games. Big time.
I don't think you're going to see him in the SJHL. I think he's going to make the Western League. I think Red Deer's got him down.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Who do you like for star number 2?
I'm going to give it to Kenny Marquardt with the 36 save shutout performance. And both of them, they weren't easy saves. It wasn't an easy night for both of them. Some scrambles. They were excellent, both of them, with rebound control and just seeing the puck. But Kenny was a little bit better, less shots, but didn't let one in. And it had some help from the old iron there.
He certainly did. And so who's star number 1?
I'm going to go with Carter Cormier. He only got the 1 goal, but he was in on a lot of plays, and he had a couple opportunities. Lots of guys had a lot of opportunities tonight, obviously, but Cormier was physical. Right from the beginning to the end there, he got the power play goal there in the second. Nice one-timer in the slot. But my first star is Carter Cormier.
So that leaves us with the chiropractor got being crunch of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Landon Alexander. You can pick anyone.
Well, that one on Hicks right in front of the bench was
absolutely. That would be the big one. But I mean, like I said, we've talked about him a couple times. He had several big hits, and that seems to be the norm for him when he comes out here anytime. And at any point during a shift, the crowd honks the horn because he's made a big play or a big hit. So I'm going to go with him on the hit on Hicks there in the 3rd period.
And that will leave us with the warrior of the game tonight.
Warrior of the game, I am going to go with Anthony Piccinino.
Yeah, he played well.
He played really well. He got that 4th goal there, in front on a redirect, lost the puck. But, he's been a little snake bitten. He's only got 4 on the year, and I think he's probably a little down on himself at times. But he does everything else right. When he's not scoring, he's still doing everything else right. He kills penalties. He's on that power play unit there, and he controls the play with his speed and physicality for a smaller guy, a smaller stature. He definitely plays a big game, and he plays a Flin Flon bomber style of game, and so you have to go with him for the warrior of the game.
Alrighty, so there you have it. Flin Flon winning again 4-0. We're just going to do a quick look at the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Yorkton has beaten Kindersley. That's a final 4-3. Battleford taking it to Weyburn tonight, 9-3. There's a bit of a shocker there.
Yeah.
Last score we had at Laurens was Melfort in front big time, 7-0 in the 3rd period. And I still don't have a final from Estevan Nipawin here. I must have went to a shootout maybe. We'll see. Pull up the game sheet here. It did go to overtime, 3-3. And I'm just looking to see if we have something from the overtime here. No, Nothing, no final out of Nipawin. It was 3-3 going in OT, and it hasn't been updated. So,
and the last I saw, it was still 7-0 in the third period there between Melfort and LaRange.
There you have it. But a big weekend for the Bombers. They went 3-1 yesterday. They hang on for a 4-0 victory here tonight. Kenny Marquardt once again 36 saves for his first shutout of the year, and the Bombers will now improve to 14-9-1. That's good for 31 points, which is now third place overall. With Battleford taking it to Weyburn, Flin Flon will slip past the Wings. And like I said, it's a showdown for second place. The North Stars and Bombers coming up on Friday and Saturday from Access Communication Center. Should be two really good nights of hockey.
Yeah, and I mean, we talk about the not the surprises, but the teams that normally don't have success in the league with the Yorktons and the Melvilles and everything else. But at the end of the day, it's always something special when Battleford and Flin Flon matches up, or Flin Flon and Melfort matches up. So the last couple of years, your Battleford's had some juggernaut of teams.
Yeah, they have.
And so to be standing here just before Christmas, battling for second with the Battleford Stars, I'm not surprised.
Nipawin did win that game in overtime, apparently, so back-to-back wins for them, so they're starting to turn the corner a little bit, so good congratulations. It's a big weekend for Nipawin. The overtime win, they get a power play in overtime and beat Estevan 4-3, so that's the final there. The Hawks back-to-back wins, so maybe turn the corner. Of course, the Bombers will see them in the next home game, which is going to be here on the 17th, so could be a different Nipawin team that night.
Yeah, maybe.
Got some confidence finally.
Little jump in their step.
Anyway, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Travis, thanks a lot for pinch hitting and coming up here tonight. I appreciate it. Great job.
Yeah, no, thanks again for having me. I always enjoy our time up here.
Travis Rideout, color commentator here tonight. We want to thank, of course, everybody else that made the broadcast possible. Cole McKaig, as well as Doug Johnson for the comments before and after the game. Nathan Schaefer, our Creighton Pizza player profile. And, of course, our Bomber Legends series tonight. Former SJHL Rookie of the Year, Brett Boehm, helping out this weekend as well, jumping out and helping us out here in the second intermission. So the Bombers win the game 4-0 and improve their overall record, like we said, to 14-9-1, and of course pick up their 9th straight victory in the process as well. We get set for the Battlefords. Our next two broadcasts coming up on 102.9 CFA or FlinFlonOnline.com. On the air both nights from Access Communication Center at 7:10, and of course Drop of the Puck at 7:30. Bombers win 4-0. That's the final. Good night.